of their full dive. That team is part of their full 5. So it means yung nakita nating probably nakakuha tayo ng onting glimpse na being coached by Coach Bonchan. And Bonchan is known to be one of the fundamental theory crafters din in the game. We've known him since season 3, no?
Yeah, and of course he has a record of being super batak-like. Being top 1 on so many positions, on so many heroes, lagi.
Ibig sabihin kasi yan, go Shin.
Like, he actually hold one of the best win rates there is globally. Si Bonson,
Kaya pinost niya pa nga yan sa kanyang Facebook na actually ang strength kasi ng mga ganyang players, if you really play that and ang taas ng win rate mo and ikaw yung nagiging top global, it really means that you have a mastery of the game. You have a mastery of the role, you have a mastery of the hero, which I think na ibibigay naman ni Bonchan sa kanyang mga teammates na si Killer, si Dexter, and syempre yung the entirety of the Blacklist.
Si Bonchan, daddy na eh. Daddy na.
Alam mo yun, may sabi nga nila nagbabago ang buhay ng tao kapag nagiging parent ka. And I think na ibigay ni Bonchan yon sa kanilang team, Kuya Shipo. Wow!
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, the draft sets in. And finally, andito ka na rin, Banjin, no? Dami nagulat dito sa draft natin ngayon. For this MPL Season 6 regular season. On the blue would be Blacklist International, get red naman para sa side ng next play, Solid. So, eto, unang pa-entrada would be of Selena Uranus. Again, we are still heading on to the 6-man format, ha? So, tignan ko pa rin yan. Yuzong naman. So, right now, Blacklist International is already eyeing against MB here. And MB here, and of course, Chester.
Yeah, gusto nilang i-ban dito yung mga aggressive heroes na pwedeng ma-utilize ng next play Solid. What I like about their play style is they always prioritize the vision control, no? So given na yan with the Selena that they pick, and they also want to invade every time. Mataas yung kanilang timing awareness. O lalabas na yung red. Lalabas na yung orange. Lalabas na yung purple. For sure palagi may nagko-command ng ganyan, and nire-respeto yon ng Blacklist International. They also don't want to deal with an aggressive Uranus. Now, given in ranked games, in pub games, ang taas ng win rate, kahit ikaw, Shito, ayaw mong kalaban to, for sure na nanonood ngayon, na pinaprioritize nyo rin ang Uranus ban. And speaking of being aggressive, speaking of vision, there you go. There's your answer, the Mountain Shocker, the Yishon Shin, first pick para sa Blacklist International, Kuya Shinbu.
Yeah, they're actually eyeing to get Vision here. Totally, it made a lot of sense nung naging libre yung Yishon Shin. Still, in my opinion, the number 1 hyper carry right now for the active meta. Alam mo, no nonsense. Yung pick kagad dito ng next play. Yawi on the Kufra, no? Chester on Farsa kaagad. Walang ka-intro-intro, tol.
Medyo safe. I like the safe opening para sa side ng next play Solid. Best combo right now. Knock up to the feathered airstrike, easy access, ang taas ng range every time na magsistretch. Si Kufra, kaya ding makita ng Farsa agad yung stretch, yung vision. That's why this combo is real. Men, kung nakipapansin natin ngayon, ang taas ng global presence. Actually, ang taas ng range ng dalawang teams na to. You have the Gatot Kacha as well to negate the burst damage na meron ang next play Solid. But I think ang ganda nitong X-Borg pick ngayon ng next play Solid. Dalawa na kagad yung nasagot. Carmilla and yung Gatot Kacha.
Yeah, the Gatot Kacha. Of course, the true damage bypasses the defensive stats ni Gatot Kacha. Pero ang ganda rin nung drafting ng Blacklist International, they made sure na wala ng ban doon sa Gatot Kacha, or made sure that no heavy counter can be done against the Gatot Kacha, because you can still have MB on the Gatot Kacha. You can still have a side lane Gatot Kacha, and he is a very obvious counter against the Yishon Shin, eh. And probably the Carmilla is just to stop the channel here of the Farsa. Man, the draft pa lang, even Bonchon here, nagmamanifest na kaagad yung drafting ni paring Bonchon.
Yeah, gusto ko yung gusto ko yung ginagawang pang-counter draft dito ng Blacklist International. It's a good thing that they are in the blue side. I'm actually not in favor of giving the Yishun Shin right now, no? Pero sabi ng Next Play Solid, kahit mag-blue side pa yung kalaban namin, ibibigay namin yung Yishun. It seems like they well prepared sila para dito sa Yishun Shin pick. Ooh! Man, ang taas ng reach. Ang taas ng reach ng Blacklist International ngayon.
Yeah, man. I mean, Tiago picked kasi yung sige, kahit sabihin natin na may threat ng Farsa, again, pwedeng i-dive yan ng Carmilla. Even the catch put a hustle on that one. And the X-board flame shot can be greeted by Tiago, no? Pansin.
Yeah, ang taas. Ang maganda sa Tiago right now, Kuya Shinbu, even though you have a tanky hero, tanks na matataas ang HP, ibo-burn lang ng Tiago to. Ibo-burn niya lahat, especially if she gets the item. But man, looking at the last few picks, Rafaela,
side lane Tiago, no? Off lane Gatot, side lane Tiago, tapos or side lane Carmilla.
Side lane Tiago.
No?
Support Carmilla, Rafaela.
Carmilla Rafaela yung kakapares dito ng YSS natin. Well, the final pick would be the L-card. That is quite expected actually mula sa side ng Next Play Solid, especially with this species being presented here by Blacklist International. Tolgan ang kagad nung drop. Grabe yung mind games kagad, tol.
And
we have to vote.
To give the verdict, I think it's 50-50. It went down to the last few picks. I feel na ang lambot ng Blacklist International dito kapag naunahan sila. Kailangan lang mauna na Next Play. That's their win condition. Pero pag nakuha ng Blacklist International yung power spike ng Yishun Shin and Tiago, it's going to be dangerous for Next Play. I'm gonna give this to Next Play for game 1. It seems like mas madali nilang may execute yung lineup nila ngayon, Shinbu.
Textbook draft yung sa Next Play. Walang anything na kakaiba. Like, ganun lang. Basic composition lang which they have been doing so. Tapos they've been encountering a lot of what is said to be unique picks or weird picks, no? For this case, sinasabi lang ng Next Play, just follow the fundamentals lang, mga tol. Diba? Ganun lang lagi Next Play. So, we'll go 2-0 on this. I'm also putting my vote on Next Play here. But I'm really looking forward what Blacklist has prepared.
Ayan, mukhang preparado ng malupit yung Blacklist dito, Shinbu. Ang taas ng damage output nila in the early game and ang bilis din nila. They are ready for the aggressiveness na ihahatid dito ng Next Play Solid. Again, with the movement speed na meron ang Rafaela, it is a good combination with the movements na kailangan gawin ng Carmilla dito. So, both of the teams, actually, magkaiba yung startup. Blacklist International now giving full clip his orange buff para makakuha kagad siya ng levels. And interestingly, Kuya Shinbu, si Exxon nila. Ngayon,
binigay nila yung level 2 kagad para kay Dexter dito, no? You can actually see the rotation of full clip here along with Eson. They just went for the buff directly, you know? And just allow for Dexter to maintain the lane or in the mid. And that's it, no? Lito Wanderer. So it's a very safe rotation here para sa Blacklist, prioritizing and quickly rushing for the buff. Now, ang pag-uusapan natin dito siguro yung timers dyan, no? Nabase na Next Play Solid down for the second turtle fight. And for the first turtle fight.
Mamaya magkakaalaman yan, especially kapag papasok na ulit yung orange buff at 2 minutes, around 43 seconds. Pero mind you, Kuya Shinbu, the vision control again from the mountain chopper is way too much for Next Play. They don't want this. Nakita na kagad din na full clip. Nasaan manggagaling dito? Si Kupra, si paring Yawi.
Nakapwesto na si Yawi. Yun ang pabundol, mga kaibigan. Bouncing ball kagad, tol. Burns the traceless mula dito kaya, no? Full clip. And here comes Chester. Trap yata dito ng ating Carmilla. Pero makunat yung Carmilla. That's it. Still no casualty.
Look at the mind games, Kuya Shinbu. They know na doon manggagaling si Yawi after the few moments ng Mountain Shocker. They know na doon siya manggagaling sa bandang Tribush. Doon sa bandang baba. In-expect nila actually, they want to contest it. Alam nila na papasok si Yawi doon sa crab coin take. But unfortunately, walang nakuha ang next play solid. Kung hindi aware yung Blacklist doon, probably that was a pick-off para sa next play.
It's a very bad mistake from Aqua. That's quite uncalled for. Kasi face check talaga yon ng napakalinis. He got cash in quick by next play solid.
Yun yung magiging dilemma ni Aqua dito. Like what we've said, masyadong malambot ang Chang'o and masyadong malambot ang Carmilla. And easy reach dito yung wolf form ni H2O. Speaking of reach,
Tsaka ito, tol, grabe talaga. Pag nakakuha ng lead kaagad, mga membro dito ng next play solid, manggugulpin-gulat na yan. Bumakap si Dexter dito, but even that is not enough to sustain the Carmilla.
kahit nagkaroon sana ng failed attempt ang next play solid sa baba, sabi nila, why not? Pwede naman natin i-transition yon sa taas, ay dito sa kabilang side, na pwede naman. Fortunately, nagkaroon pa sila ng turtle.
Oh, beautiful thought there by Edward. Was 2-man, followed up kagad ni Dexter dito. Buti na lang hindi ganun pakahapdi si Full Clip. Nagkakaulihan din mga tol. There's gonna be a stun towards MB. Another thought kay Edward gets torched back by the flame shot. Ay, fire missiles pala. Fire missiles mula kay Xbox.
Kailangan respetuhin dito na next play solid yung combo ng Gatot Kacha and ng Carmilla. Paring Chindo, there you go. That is the Mountain Shocker again.
Last insanity na binurn din dito ni MB. Binati sila kagad ng meteor shower. Next they're gonna be going down. There goes for the passive. Eso naman sa may pinakalikod. Masyadong malalim. That's it. 2-4 na in exchange for the turtle.
Sabi dito ng Blacklist International, ayaw natin ibigay ang kahit anong objective sa next play solid. But I think that was a worth trade para sa next play solid. Bakit? Ayun, nakita nyo ngayon doon sa inyong mga screen. But before we talk about that, let's look at the Gillette instant replay. Masyadong malalim si Eson dito on maxing out. He did not expect again the damage right there, and mas naging worth it pa yun sa next play even though they didn't got the turtle. They got kills, dalawa, and na-open up yung top lane. Mapapwersa ngayon ang ibang members ng Blacklist dito dumepenta sa top.
And they can start cornering Aqua dito, pero buti na lang bintawang kagad din ni Aqua yung kanyang meteor shower. Aimed that for the minion wave dahil hindi nagdadodge yung minion wave, and makes it awkward for the dive dito ng NXP.
Mataas ang clear actually dito ng Blacklist International because of this Chango pick. At sabi nila dito, Shinbu, sige, kailangan na rin natin gumalaw. May damage si Full Clip. May no na mag-isa si Yawi dito. Kaya
alam nila mag-initiate si Yawi doon. Medyo tasyado, mga tol. And now they might cash in their second turn for this game. MB does want to get to go for the wave clear. Last insanity. Once again, malayo-layo pa naman yung minion wave. Para dito sa mabag, ginagawa dito ng Blacklist International. Now they're overstaying there.
Yeah.
And every second counts sa laro.
Actually, Kuya Shinbu, mas pinili nila mag-overstay kasi ayaw nilang mag-react sa ginagawa ng next play solid. Si H2 at si Rene J ay nasa top lane, forcing Blacklist International to back off. Makikita mo yung risky na ginawang ultimate ni MB doon para takutin, para sindakin yung Blacklist. Pero sabi ng Blacklist, hindi nyo kami pwedeng sindakin. Kami ang maninindak. Ang taas ng movement speed namin, even though malambot kami bago pa kayo makalapit, pwedeng bawasan na kayo. And nagkakaroon na ngayon ng items for sure itong Blacklist International, Shinbu.
Totoo yan. Maganda yung bagay na bawasan na kayo kasi alam mo yan, it makes the engagement awkward. Pero alam mo yan, when things go south for next play solid, titingin ka lang kay H2. Tapos kapag okay si H2, di ka mag-aalala. Predator strike na ginawa dito ni Chester ngayon. Tangent, papunta sa may turtle, yawing malalim. Pumopyang na lang para sa ultimate bago pa siya matuluyan. Nakagip si Eson dyan. Reposition dito mga membro ng Blacklist International. That's gonna be the 5-man ultimate ng ating Hellcurt. Sinecure na lamang yung turtle din kaagad dito ni H2.
Napakagandang bait pa mula kay Edward dito. Nagulo yung focus fire ng next play solid. Are they going to engage the turtle or not? That was a defensive feathered airstrike for Chester, which is actually, I think, Blacklist International won that trade. With that, nagkaroon na ng items ngayon ang Blacklist. Glowing wand na dito si Aqua, even though siya yung unang namatay kanina with the help din ng Mystery Shop. Shinbu, it seems like, sabi ng Blacklist International, ayaw naming magpadikta. Kami ang magdidikta ng laban. Kanina pa sumusubok ang next play dito ng mga pang-psycho nila all throughout the map. Pero, again, with the help of the Mountain Shocker, nababasa kaagad ng next play ng Blacklist International, yung next move ng next play solid.
Yes, tol. Things are getting even. Actually, I was thinking that next play has better control nung laro. Just by looking at H2. Pero si Full Clip, tol, hindi na siya shutdown.
Hindi talaga.
He's just playing fundamentally din. As in, napaka-basic lang. No high risk, no ansi plays.
Yeah.
Feeling ko, dito na magkakabatean yung mga bagong carries talaga sa MPL. Full Clip tsaka H2, bantayan niya yan. Eson, niyayakap ni H2 dito. Overstaying ulit sila para kay Eson dito. Di yun, minountain shocker na lang at pumaray ang buhay dito ngayon ng mga taga-next play.
Napakaganda ng combo noong link ni Eson, the Carmilla with the mountain shocker. Sure ball na dalawa yung pwede mong tamaan, but
Ganda ng talo ni Rene J para lang to go on to the other side of that meteor shower. Meanwhile, members of Next Play Solid knows na wala nang panibumakap kay Dexter dito. Kumabot kagad si paring Ison. Goes for full clip. Aba, nag-traceless si full clip dito. Baka yun na. Nako, nawala si H2 mga kaibigan. Ininom lahat ni paring full clip. And welcome tol. Parehas tayo bago dito sa MPL, no? And MB here goes for the last insanity. Pero syempre, the last pabalik and that's it. Without any carries here for Next Play, they have to take a breather.
wow. Yung uhaw na uhaw sa team fight, sana yung next play. At ayun, pinainom siya. Sabi dito ng Blacklist International, uhaw ka ba? Eto, ibibigay ko to sa'yo. I just want to commend the combo ngayon dito, Shinbu, ng Yishon Shin at ng Rafaela. Yishon Shin has this mechanic na kailangan mong i-switch yung weapon mo. So with the extra movement speed na meron ka, hindi mo kailangan mag-traceless in. So may ganun kang pwedeng
Lalapit ka na lang.
Lalapit ka na lang. That's
Tapos,
why
matik glaive mode ka na, di ba?
nagkakaroon ngayon si Full Clip ng opportunity to proc the crits. Kaya nagmumukhang malambot pa rin si Yawi dito and si si paring MB. So with this, Blacklist International, what they need to do right now is to discipline themselves, find the right positions. Again, they have the vision, and huwag lang sila maunahan na parang ganito.
Pero kailangan bantayan pa rin ha. Alam natin kung gaano kalakas manggulang ng Next Play dito. Pag nahuli talaga si Full Clip, tapos na. Pero kita mo naman Sendstars ang ginawa dito ni Aqua. Grabe naman. Tubigin pala yung laro natin. H2 tsaka Aqua, man.
Nakakauhaw talaga. Nakakapihan ko na eh. Parang mamaya, parang pangkapihan itong laban natin.
no? Ay, nako, tol. Alam mo, hindi na uso yung I love you ngayon. Alam mo ba yun?
Ano na ba uso ngayon, Kuya Shinbu?
Gusto mo ng kape? Ang sarap pakinggan. Tol.
Abangan nyo na pag sinabihan kayo ng ganyan.
Ng kape. Uy, so dito, syempre pinasimulan. Fender Airstrike or Lady Bendard. Here comes Renny J. Targeting Full Clip. Makita sana yun. Full Clip in third personal. Nakita si MB. Pumasok si H2 and that's it. Welcome back, tol. Welcome din. At dito si H2 went for the tower dive. Dance around like on Pounds Balayo. Goes for the human form. Hinabol ni Edward doon. At yun, nakatakas din. Parehas lang tayo ditong baguhan. Tingnan natin kung sinong mas uhaw.
My H2, that was clutch from the line out. I think yun yung pwedeng maging advantage ng isang farm na hero ni H2.
Yeah.
Dahil he has the opportunity to dodge out a traceless shot, to dodge out the second skill na meron ng Yishon Shin, the Roger's capability to do that with a crit. Let's look at the Gillette.
Not to mention the like and bounce. Easy access talaga sa hero eh. Pag sinilip mo dito sa ating Gillette Instant Replay.
Yep. Ayan,
H2.
There you go. The like and bounce to the normal hits. Question go. So with that, na-reset yung laban dito. This is Next Play Solid. Sabi nila na, natalo tayo kanina sa early game. Natatalo tayo. Pero try natin sila i-outplay. And dito naman titest ngayon, yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina, Shinbu, na chemistry ng Next Play Solid. Paano sila pagdating sa outplay mechanic?
Diba? Ganda ng series, tol. Dalawang tore, magkaparehas pa. Magkaparehas pa kung saan nabasag. Ladies and gentlemen, Ison once again, lagi na lang siya nakakasukap ng damage, pero siguro matutuluyan na. Dexter na hindi ka agad nakabaka. Feathered airstrike na lang dyan. For the back. Ako hindi pala back. Sugod, sabi dito ni Edward. Aqua Otto, nasaan? Palamig ka muna, mga kaibigan. Full clip naman. Cameraman and break the hold into the face. Here of Next Play. They get to take in Yawi and Chester in exchange for Ison.
Nahirapan dito yung Next Play. Akala nila lamang na sila because of the pick-off na nakuha nila kay Eson. Pero kaya nga siya may esports sa pangalan niya dahil doon sa bait. Pinasarap lang pala ni Ison. Paring Shinbu.
Grabe mambay talaga si Ison eh, no? Ison Esports. Tsaka, kidding aside, Blacklist International has very good range talaga. Ang layo Ang layo ng nararating nung skills nila.
Meron sa gilid, meron sa harap, meron sa taas.
Daming pwedeng ibato sa'yo. May blood clouds, di ba? May meteor shower.
Yes.
Tapos yung Gacha, ultimate, ang ganda ng avatar of Guardian, ha? Akala ko parang ano lang, hindi sila sync, pero yung pala planado naman.
Planado naman. Actually, kung hindi ganun kataas yung range nila, Shinbu, wala silang makukuha doon. We all thought na mag-isa lang si Edward na pumasok doon. Oo, akala natin, ay, mag-isa lang siya, baka malugi na pala. Pero hindi. From the side, sabi dito ni Aqua, look at this.
Oo,
Look at
man.
this. Meteor shower to the face.
Tingnan natin ngayon, ha? Ito na nga ba, hindi lang si Full Clip, bantayan nyo rin si Aqua. Child Prodigy din to, Cartoon Heroes. Mga kaibigan. Hindi naman nagabas ng base. Kinarolingan na yung next play dito. And eto, kakaibang play ngayon mula kay Renny J. Waiting for someone to rotate for the purple buff. Pero I think ito na lang, dinenay na lang ni Renny J yung purple buff.
Yes.
He knows na kung alam nila kung nasaan yung Hellkirk, that's more awkward for him. So now he's going sneaky for the backline.
Shin, actually, I think dito na nag-switch bigla yung next play solid. Bago nangyari yung team fight kanina na nanalo yung Blacklist International, next play solid was doing the next play solid, Renny J, gilid ka lang, tapos kapag ginoo ka, papasok kami. Trinay nilang gawin yon. Naligaw actually ng onte yung Blacklist International kasi hindi nila alam nasan si Renny J kanina. No? Sinigista ka nila eh. Kasi again, binabantayan nila yung side lanes nila. And Hellkirk can pull off a miracle side lane push. Meron siya ditong high and dry. Meron siyang petrify. Kaya niyang pumatay agad kahit sino pa dito sa Blacklist except for Edward. So
Ating mga manonood, gusto ko lang emphasize sa inyo kung gaano kagit-gitan yung laban ngayon, mga tol. Hindi lang po ang nagsasakalan si Full Clip tsaka si Full Clip tsaka si H2. Nagsasakalan din si Aqua tsaka si Renny J. I cannot but feel na si Renny J mainit na dugo niyan kay Aqua.
Oo nga,
feeling ko kasi side lane parehas, and without doubt, if you want to kill the jungle, use your assassin.
Kailangan talaga niyang makapasok dito ng maganda. Aqua is doing the best he can to position himself right. Aware si Aqua dito kapag nahuli siya ng petrify, pwedeng end na ng buhay niya. Kaya
grabe, kahit si Edward para aray na rin, mga kaibigan, pero ang bilis ng follow-up talaga ng Blacklist International. Look at the cut dito ni Renny J.
Man.
Tamang ano na lang.
Just Renny J thing. This is the Renny J thing.
Tamang dugas lang.
Sabi dito ni MB when I talk to him, Renny J's playstyle talaga is interesting kasi hindi mo to mababasa.
Wow.
Iba eh. Parang minsan nagtitiktok siya sa gilid eh. Ako naglalaro ng Hellkirk eh.
Meron nga tayong tawag kay Renny J, di ba? Si Renny J Potato eh.
Renny J, ang bagong bomba.
Oo,
the
most explosive
ML player. At away doon yung next play solid na ganun ka-explosive si Renny J. At pag sumabog na si Renny J, sasabog din yung mga teammates niya. Pero sabi kasi ng Blacklist International, ayun na, meron kaming pan-diffuse.
Tsaka nagbatian na si Aqua tsaka si Renny J.
Hello!
Alam nila sila talaga yung magtutuos dyan.
Magkaiba playstyle no? Mage, side lane.
Tapos Hellkirk. But look at this, again, this is the inhibitor turret push na ng Blacklist International. They have the YouTube chin. Pero clearly, ito na po yung phase talaga ng game na meron ka parang another lifeline, the inhibitor turret push. Of course, lagpas na rin na tayo ng 12-minute mark. We get the Luminous Lord in.
Yeah.
And, ilalaban na next play. Hindi na gusto ibibigay.
Kailangan nilang ilaban to kasi pag hindi nila nilaban tong Lord Take na to, may hirapan yung side lane push ni Renny J na doon sila ngayon nagli-lean forward to.
Parang mo si Renny J. Hindi siya nagpapakita. Ayaw nila mag-initiate eh. Di nila alam nasan si Renny J eh. Di nila alam. Pwede na tumalon si Edward pero ayaw niya. Hindi talaga nila alam asan si Renny J. Doon nakakabaliw ngayon si Renny J.
That is the story of the night. Nasan si Renny J?
Ako the most explosive!
Oh my God!
Diba? Renny J things.
The reactions of Full Clip, nakita mo kanina yung ginawa niya bago siya mag-second skill, yung bago siya mag-throw ng arrow, umilip muna siya doon sa bush. He was expecting someone. 6 cents mula dito kay Full Clip.
And that's the problem. Alam nila na wala na si Renny Renny J. Nireveal na yung pwesto niya, inilaban. Doon nagkaroon ng problema ngayon dyan.
Wow.
And this is a minion wave, an artillery minion that they can actually juggle in taking the inhibitor turret push.
Wow.
At kapag tinamaan pa at nagkadalan, dito matalo na ni Renny J. Baka tapos na yung laro. Hindi talaga nila si Renny J. That's it. That's the first defeat against Next Play. And the code has been broken for this game 1. It's a victory for Blacklist International.
Beautiful six sense move, the spider sense mula kay Full Clip. What a way to introduce this kid. Kukunin niya na yung orange. Kukunin niya na. Gusto niya. Eto na. Patapusin na natin. Kunin ko yung orange. Oops. Baka nandito si Renny J. Teka lang. Spot out.
Oo.
Placeless out. Grabe.
Tol, yung composition. Gatot Kacha. Chango.
Yes.
Rafael.
Yes.
Pang content, man.
And I think one note to take away doon sa composition na yon is mahihirapan si H2O with a Roger. Kasi if you are a Roger, gusto mo isa-isa yung nahuhuli mo eh. And kapag meron kang Rafaela nakakampi, expect na magtatabi-tabi. I think that's why they went for the Hellcore 2. Kasi pag nagtabi-tabi, gusto mo rin para doon sa extra procs ng Deadly Poison Stinger.
Tsaka ano eh. Tsaka
Mainit eh.
quick palo na kang Carmilla eh. Diba?
Oo. Grabe.
Mga kaibigan, we'll be heading on to a very, very short break. After which, we will have the insights mula sa ating resident analyst. And we're actually looking forward anong thoughts ni Wolf for that. Magbabalik po kami for MPL Season 6.
Are you game to be great? Now you can with the new Smart Giga Games 99. Get 1 gig data all day, every day for Mobile Legends and more. Game to be great with Smart Giga Games 99.
When uncertainty is our reality, we rise above with the things that matter. Gigafy happiness. Gigafy love. Gigafy friendship. Gigafy dreams. Gigafy hope. With smart Giga music, video, games, work, and stories, we let our passions run free in the new world we face together. Smart, live Giga.
Welcome back to MPL Season 6 with your resident analyst, Wolf. That was a very interesting game number 1 between Blacklist and Next Play. And ito yung nakagulat. We didn't think that Blacklist can play this much. And they also changed up a little bit dun sa kanilang lineup. Having Eson in was for me a very important factor on this victory sa Blacklist, and you can see it translate into the game. The veteran knowledge and the fact that he can rally his teammates, that is what you get from this veteran that we have, Eson Esports, mga kaibigan. Blacklist, this draft that they did was a little bit of a gamble, honestly. Who would have thought, diba? Would have thought that you can put Yisun Chin, Rafaela, Carmilla, Chango, and Garokacha in one team and be successful with it. By the way, the lineup of NXP, this is such a robust lineup that we can see from them with the Kufra, with the Hellkurt, lot of team fight early on, very strong when it comes to picking off their opponents and in the early stages of the game for sure. You get that from the Hellkurt, from the Roger. However, ano ba ang ginawa ng Blacklist on their lineup that they made it possible? Again, a standard hyper-aggressive lineup coming out from Next Play, going up against a very cheeky lineup of Blacklist, but it made sense in the end. Ano nga ba yung gusto ma-achieve ng Blacklist sa kanilang lineup? And it is the answer to the ever-looming question, how do you stop an early game lineup? How do you stop an aggressive lineup? And ang ginawa dito ng Blacklist is they have this channel on the side lanes as well as this Garokacha din. And you also have the Yisun Shin accompanied by sometimes the Carmilla, sometimes the Rafaela, sometimes both. At ang nagawa nila is na-sustain nila yung lanes nila. I think for the longest time, probably for a good 8 minutes, walang na-push na significant turrets ang Next Play solid. Yung mid-lane turret din ng Blacklist International, they were able to keep it. And Blacklist International, They are prioritizing even putting bodies in front of the turrets just to preserve that turret. And as a result, Blacklist International stopped the snowball next play solid. It's a very simple na theory when it comes to MOBAs, that you just have to keep your turrets intact against an hyper-aggressive lineup. And that's exactly what they did. Yan yung makuha mo with good wave clears coming out from Cignal. And actually, pag team fights na, gagalingan nyo na lang if you're Blacklist International. This is a particular fight wherein it was really good already for Blacklist International. Look at Yawi. Ang ganda sana no kanyang ultimate. However, hindi perfect yung terrain para dun sa ultimate na yun. And it could have been really good. That's why na-turn around in a Blacklist. And also the positioning coming out from the Yi Chin as well as the Cignal is great for them to deal with damage. Again, going back to what I was saying, they were able to preserve all of their tier 1 turrets for a significant amount of time. Even the mid lane turret for Blacklist International, hindi nila hinayaan na makuha yun ang next play with their early game lineup. That made all the difference in this specific game. If you want to win a snowball type of lineup with Helkert, with Roger, gusto mo ma-push agad yung mga tier 1 turrets as soon as possible. And Blacklist International, what they did was just to preserve all of their turrets in their early as much as possible. Like I said, kahit pa magpato sila ng kasarili nilang katawan just to defend those turrets, they will do it. And naturally, nag-progress na lang yung strength ng lineup nila, which is a Yi Chin based lineup against their opponents. I also like the combo, by the way. Meron kang Mountain Shocker coming out from the Yi Chin, which provides vision. And then you couple it up with the God of Catcha. That's why si Full Clip, our smart MVP of the game, was able to snowball really well in the late stages of the game. Only one death on this particular hero. And with the itemization din na ginawa niya, getting the Queen's Wings relatively early on so that the burst from the Helkert as well as the Roger ay hindi ganun ka-problema para sa kanya, and he's able to turn around with all of the lifesteal in the world. So, very nice adjustment coming out from Blacklist. Breaks of the game, the reason why they won this is because of the nature of their draft na late game based, habang na-preserve nila yung mga turrets nila not to be snowballed or steamrolled by the early game based lineup of Next Play Solid. It's very simple. By the way, guys, we have giveaway codes all throughout the days like this, and we're gonna have more all throughout the broadcast for sure. Ay mag-stay kayo with us, viewing and enjoying the game. By the way, dahil ang dami nga na sumali dun sa ating contest, we have a lot of entries. That's why we will have our giveaway bonus code, 20,000 entries. And maybe next time, kapag marami din ulit nag-participate, we'll have more giveaway codes for you guys. But that has been it for Game 1 of this Best of 3 series. Let's see how Next Play Solid will adjust. And hopefully, Blacklist International will show us something that's also reminiscent of their past games performance, because if you're a fan of Blacklist, for sure, sobrang saya nang nakikita mo ngayon. Let's get back to the casters.
Alright, we have game number 2. It is still Next Play Solid that Blacklist is fighting. Pero I just love the way, parang, alam mo yun, dun mo makikita yung isang MPL caliber team eh. na hindi ka lang basta pipick up ng nasa meta.
Yeah.
Ikaw talaga. Pick up what works for you, no? Pick up what works for you. And man, Dexter has been known to be playing Rafaela since season... Tagal na,
Season 3.
Yeah.
Season 3.
And even until now, is making it work. Hindi, wala nga sa notes natin halos yung Rafaela.
Ang ganda na ng formula.
Yeah.
Ang ganda ng formula, the movement speed, the heal, the sustain, and the wave clear, it negated the early game. Team Next Play Solid, they really want to punish the early game as soon as possible. That's why they're known to pick up tempo heroes such as Lancelot, Ling. Yan yung mga trip talaga nila eh. O pag na-snowball yan, gera. Hanggang mawasak yung base, gera. Pero yung Blacklist International, it seems like ang dami nilang dalang bala. Well, maraming dalang bala yung hango talaga. And nakita pa nga natin na nagkaroon ng death si Aqua sa baba. Pero it did not stop Blacklist International for getting the first win. And men, Shinbu, this is the first loss of Team Next Play Solid ever since MPL qualifiers, yung official MPL qualifiers. finally they have tasted defeat. Paano sila mag-a-adjust ngayon? Yun ang tanong.
I cannot but feel but the composition of Blacklist really was designed to counter NXP Solid. I really thought na parang llamado yung NXP Solid because you got by textbook yun lang yung sinundan ko talaga and sometimes just following what is on the textbook, you know, doesn't necessarily translate into the game. I really thought na Hellcurt counters Rafaela and alam mo, bumubudoy ako kasi parang alam mo, you blindly follow what is on the textbook like Hellcurt counters Rafaela and Changdu. Pero nakakatawa kasi alam mo yung talino ng Blacklist na umopen sila ng Gatot Kacha tas Carmilla. Bago i-reveal yung Changdu tsaka Rafaela, talagang parang nahulog sa trap yung next play kanina, no?
May mga times na minsan kailangan mong break, parang sometimes you need to break the rules.
Yeah.
And yung hashtag dito na Blacklist Internationals, we're breaking the code. And we did not expect the Carmilla pick from them. Yung Carmilla pa nga yung naging setup hero dito ng Blacklist International doon sa first phase
Yeah.
Ngayon,
Carmilla is the insurance para hindi basta madive yung Changdu and Rafaela.
Oo. Didikit ka lang di ba? Didikit, meron kang extra stun with the Crimson Flower.
Yeah.
And man, this time, change court tayo, Shinbu.
Yeah.
Blacklist International will now go to the red side. Known ang next play Solid to play the Yishun Shin. Are they gonna give it?
Yeah, that's the question. Depende sa bandito. So, Uloy ang inalis dito ng Blacklist International. YSS will be chosen here by next play Solid. I mean, Full Clip is the MVP.
Yeah.
Using YSS.
The YSS.
You have X2, which is a very, very consistent player.
There you go. The vision control, the damage output, the criticals, even though ni-nerf ang Yishun Shin, I think it's not enough. Ang dami niyang kit, mabilis pa din siya. And eto na, I'm really sure na mas mabilis ang Yishun Shin ngayon pagdating sa pag-farm against a Roger. So, mas magagamit mo kasi yung level 4 pagka level 4 niya But this time, sabi ng Blacklist International, sige, we're prepared.
Yeah,
we're prepared.
Basic
we know.
No? At last.
We know.
So Kufra most likely. No? And let's see what will be the Chester hero here. If will we have a Farsa or
Pwede Farsa. Kufra is still available for next play Solid to disengage.
Nakakatakot na may hinanda rin yung Blacklist talaga sa Kufra no? Parang
mukha
alam nila
Parang mukhang handa sila sa Yishun Shin pick.
There we go. That is, I mean, I know yung strengths ng NXP sa Kufra, pero feeling ko talaga you cannot just join the MPL doing the same thing over and over again, no? Just accordingly, Blacklist International started they started revealing na their hyper carry here. Full Clip now will go onto the lane.
Yeah. Ling versus Yishun Shin. I kinda don't like to play the Ling, especially kapag online yung Mountain Shocker kasi tumatagos yung bala ng Mountain Shocker doon sa mga walls So may chance ang tamaan ka ng 3 beses sa Ling, bigla kang bumaba. Kapag mali pa yung position mo, pwede kang mahuli ng kalaban. And I think this is Full Clip. I think they're fully aware of that mechanic.
Yeah.
Kasi what they're doing right now is they want heroes pwedeng pumasok sa likod. Kasi meron kang Chang'o ulit with the wave clear, easy access ang Ling, and easy access din sa Yishun Shin ang Ling. Plus may Atlas at saka Yuzong ka. It's a full-on 5-on-5 composition para dito sa Blacklist International. Meanwhile, next play, mukhang mas gusto nila yung mga maliliit lang na skirmish.
Yeah.
Mapa.
This is an MB or Chester hero. Yun ang tatanungan ngayon. Because we got Rene J, we got Yawi hero na kasi pwedeng Chester pwedeng Chester Chang'o pero pwede rin namang side lane Chang'o nga. If I am next play Solid, I think it's got Kagura, no? You might want an assas. Meron an assas. They want burst. Yeah.
Doon sa Kagura, kailangan
you would want to use the Chang'o for support, pero baka manlambot. Feeling ko Chang'o side lane pa rin.
Yeah.
And the support will be Bal. Support Chang'o.
Yeah. It is actually still hindi pa natin alam kung Hilda support or Chang'o support Kasi
pwede, yes. Yeah, yes.
Kasi pwedeng
tama.
This is a Chang'o side lane.
Yeah.
I think it's better kasi you have a wave clear.
Yes,
Hilda
yes.
pull off the support role with the back siya. So maganda yung pwede nilang pang-pick off dito. Hilda level 1, pwede ka na kagad makipagpugbugan. Kailangan mag-ingat ni full clip dito kasi pwede siyang, alam mo yun, kagat-kagatin nung Hilda sa late game. But wow!
Feeling ko, pero feeling ko nagkaipitan sa draft kasi ang ganda nung third ban ng dalawang teams natin. Ang ganda nung Esmeralda ban, ang ganda nung Chona ban. It makes everything awkward by the fifth pick na we have a Lolita. Wow!
Wow! Lolita, Kalabasa Smash with Octopus lang. Shinbu, the combo is real. Meron ka pang payong yin-yang overturn. Kung nag-guess nyo lahat ng combo na yon, ibig sabihin nun, gusto dito ng Blacklist International na sama-sama puwersa. Shin, pag nagpaulan ng meteor shower, anong kailangan mong gawin? Harangan mo lang ng bulwark shield. This is the answer to the burst na meron ang side ng next play. Solid. Blacklist International, I think so super side na naman nila tayo. This time, I will go and I will put the vote on Blacklist International.
I think I will put the vote on next play solid. I think nag-gimp na masyado yung draft dito ng Blacklist International. And I'm curious, side lane Kagura ba yun? Will we be seeing a side lane Kagura or
Pwedeng support or pwedeng side lane
kasi may
Kagura?
take note, Atlas, Atlas Lolita. Like,
Oo nga.
I cannot see the Atlas Lolita going into any side lanes, no? Pero,
Oo nga. Pwedeng, baka side lane.
Kagura, yeah,
Kasi
siguro.
the kit of Kagura here with the Wushu umbrella flea, pwede niyang ma-dodge yung Chang'o skill shots eh.
Yeah.
With the extra proc of purifies. But we shall see dahil nga ang magsa-side lane ay Atlas. Si Eson ang side lane Atlas dito. Blacklist International again breaking the code, Shinbu.
Yeah, side lane back siya, no? And they got Hilda support and Changu support. Side lane back siya, tol.
Kalaban. Ito yung laban ni Octopus at Gulong sa baba. Wow. Dalawang brusko.
Iba talaga. Ang kulit talaga ng side allocations natin dito. Pero it's because you want to empower your 1-3-1s eh. Tapos bumakap nga kaagad si MB, para lang siguro makakuha din ng invasion dito. While at the same time, nanigurado na si H2 for going for his own buff. Grabbing my init ni Rene J talaga.
Yeah. Can actually do this if you're tapped.
Lagi
Okay.
naman.
Pwede natin i-dissect dito yung nangyari ng early game. I'm actually not aware doon sa items. I think we're gonna check it out later.
Talaga, side lane talaga yung mga sinide lane, sinide lane Atlas, sinide lane back siya talaga.
So I think if I'm not mistaken, it's either they have the boots or the jungle item para magkaroon sila ng damage dito. Pero transitioning na sila to the fighter tank role, no? The semi-fighter role.
Yeah, and actually, a signal of you of reallocating your tank towards the side lane is because you want to give them level 4 kaagad. Sa totoo lang, ang weird, no? Kuya, ba't mo nilalagay sa side lane yung Atlas? Anong gagawin yan? Pwede naman kasing eventually, umalis na yung Atlas sa side lane, ibigay na lang ulit sa Kagura, tapos yung Atlas, magka-level 4 lang.
Yeah.
Mawala kaagad yung level 4. Ganun din naman sa back siya. You want your tortoise possess then to be available kaagad.
The perfect match to the Fatal Links. Actually, pag nagkaroon na rin ng ultimate yung back siya, I think mas marami tayong team fights na makikita this time sa larong to. Mataas yung movement speed ng buong lineup ng dalawang team. So mukhang magiging alerto sila dito sa pag-response sa mga laban. Ang interesting dito ng ginawang attempt actually ng next play on shutting down full clip on getting the purple buff. Muntikan pa actually tumama yung first skill dito ng proc ni Chang'o. Could have been na delayed na yon. Oo.
Mahal, headline kasi talaga dito si full clip din eh. Tsaka si H2, I can have that feel na din talaga. Parang walang choice yung hyper carries natin dito kundi maging consistent. Kasi if you get dropped easily, you will easily lose the game din eh. Kasi more on, ang daming supportive role. You have 2 tanks. You have two
Oo,
tanks on the side of Blacklist International. We have, Tams sustain. We have Chango lane lane management lang, 'di ba? Talagang yung aasa ka sa damage mo on the YSS lang tsaka Ling eh.
Parang yung setups after setup tapos yung damage. Sige, men, gawin mo trabaho mo, mag-farm ka, we're gonna funnel you the gold and then just give us the crits. And men, I think si H2O dito, ngayon niya palang nakuha yung kanyang purple, hindi niya pa nakuha yung red. Same as full clip. So now looking at a mirror type of
Pero nagagawa ng NXP.
combo, pero mauna yung NXP dito.
Yeah, ginagawa ng NXP. Pero gusto yata nila i-convert into a kill. Renegade here, wala siyang Cyclone Eye na nasakyan. Blurs the flicker, lapit si Aqua level 2. Chester bumak up. And that's a winner for NXP.
Hinintay nila actually yung Blacklist International. They tried to bait it, pero nahuli ng onte dito si paring Aqua. Kung nauna lang siya ng mga ilang segundo, pwede pa nila makancel or makill. So libreng orange buff, dalawang orange buff ngayon sa next play solid.
Ay, tama. Isa kay Renegade.
Oo, and gusto ni Rene J to kasi pag may orange buff ang isang Tams, expect kakagatin ka niya ng kakagatin kahit anong mangyari.
They're delivering the 4-man here, down for the bottom lane. Level 2 pa rin si Ison, and now, they shifted their 1-3-1 na. Ang nakabody na ngayon ay si Ison at si Dexter. So, makikita mo, Edward will be staying down for the bottom lane. I think things are looking awkward na dito para sa Blacklist International because first, Ison sits at level 2. That's one. Ison sits at level 2. Kung magkakaroon naman ng turtle fight, feeling ko naman may ult pa rin naman silang ready. Pero ang laking kawalan and feeling ko hindi na account ng Blacklist yung laging habit ni Rene J na mag-invade sa orange, no?
Kailangan pa dito ng dalawang levels ni Ison and probably dalawang wave pa yon ng minions bago niya makuha. And going back to what you're saying on Rene J's signature Tams move, mapupull off mo kasi kagad yun pag Tams ka pag level 1 eh. Ang bilis ng movement.
Kahit siya nga ginagawa ni Rene J pang ng orange.
Oo, and I think mas nag-play safe dito yung team ng Blacklist International. Hindi nila in-expect actually yung follow-up. May nagsuporta kay Rene J that time eh. Kung si Rene J lang mag-isa yun sana, diba, i-go nila eh. Pero sabi nila full clip, teka, bait natin. Pero ayun, may kasama pala. But again,
they want to deny Rene J here, pero they're lacking in damage. And again, classic talaga mula sa Yusuf Shin. One thing shocker lang, lagi.
Alam mo agad. And mukhang lugi yan. Lugi ang Yuzong, basta pag may red ang Tams, what you want to do is to just fight and put in the lifesteal. Nakita mo dalawa na yun kanina and without heavy supports na early damage sa Blacklist kasi Lolita passive type yan na support diba? Hindi nila na-punish si Rene J. Na-punish
ang bilis ng buff proc kaya agad dito na nilagay ni Chester. Buti na lang nakuha pa rin naman yun ni full clip. But still no level 4 for Ison. Laking nag-level 4 na.
Kaka-4 lang.
Kaka-4 lang. Actually, pwede nga sana ipag-surpresa. Pinasimulan na yung turtle fight dito, mga kaibigan. Nakapokus si H2, nakapwesto si Dexter. May Numinum Blast sana. Available yan. Bantayan natin. Nandun dito sa likod, si Rene J. Gumulong na kaagad. Naka-Slaughterous Sights. Numinum Blast naman kaagad. Then, turtle secured pa rin. Dito ni Edward. It's gonna be a full-blown fight. Nawala dito kaagad yung ating Baksha. Sa likod ni Aquang Dragon. Aquatic Dragon, ladies and gentlemen. At gusto na pang uminom because they're chasing down H2O, and that's a win and doll all ng Blacklist International because they got 3-4-0 plus the turtle.
Dito kailangan ng gumulong ni MB para lang madepensahan to. Buti na lang kamo na buhay pa yung tower, full clip, sobrang clutch nung retry niya doon sa purple bago nangyari itong turtle fight natin. Look at the zone from Dexter and then look at the full shield.
Tsaka si Eson, men, na-shoot niya yung talaga, yung fatal links.
And ang daming shots mula sa Chang'o na bulwark shield to the point na nagkalapit-lapit yung next play. And sabi ni Ison, welcome to Ison Esports. Even though na nerf ang Atlas, hindi nyo pa rin to matatakasan.
Promise, tol. Promise, Manjin. Para sa akin, bago nangyari yung turtle fight, lamang yung next play talaga dun eh.
Oo nga.
So, nakarating, napaka-patient ni Ison. Talagang tiniis niya na makarating dun sa level 4, no? Buti na kuha nyo na. Veteran moves, man. Patience. Iba talaga pag veterano, pasensyoso.
Vintage Eson ang isa sa mga naunang players na mag-represent ng Pinoy sa laro ng MLBB. But nonetheless, nakapagdepensa naman dito ang Next Play Solid. Hindi nabasag ang mid. Ngayon pa lang, they made sure na basagin muna nila yung top bago i-trade yon. That's why nagkaroon pa tayo ng tata. Hindi pa tapos. Shinbu, aasa lagi.
Ang hirap na ito pag tumusiro yung Blacklist, man. Ang gandang pambati nun sa MPL. Tingnan natin ngayon, full clip again on his third rotation of his buff. Binatik agad sila ng Mr. Shower dyan. Lapit si Edward dito. Nas gusto ka Kagura. Nasang binuga ng Kagura. Nominun Blast. Ayos ba yun? Dahil katabi ka agad yung Lolita na nakuha yung kill sa Changit. Nabura na rin. Pati si H2O. Todo, tol, habol doon. Para sa backsya natin, that is MV. Make that MD because he is momentarily dead. And that's Rene J as well. Backline na ulit. Si Rene J. Man, Blacklist na yung may control. Huli siya, Rene J. Ay, di.
Nangyari na naman ulit. Rene J trying his best to deal with two heroes here. But I think, hindi na magmamatter to kasi pinipigilan lang ng Blacklist tong Rene J things. Kailangan lang ito mag-overextend.
Follow up dito ni Chester. Hindi na nila kinomit. Pero, of course, Turtle. Then naman ang kukunin dito ng mga taga-Blacklist. Look at that fight.
Shinbu, that was part 2 of Next Play Solid. At 3-9 nilang kunin yung purple buff dito. They don't have a retribution, Shinbu.
Ganda tol. Ganda ng triangle formation. may Lolita. Triangle offense may Lolita, tapos may Kagura sa Gedli.
Kompletos. Men, Combolicious, break the code. Yun ang ginawa dito ng Blacklist International. Men, kung may pelikula dito, yun yung part 2 ng pag-fail na invade ng Next Play Solid. Again, may red 3 si Full Clip. And Full Clip, patient enough na nandoon lagi sa wall na, hintayin natin mamula. For sure, mamumula yan dahil mag-ulti yung Chang'o. Easy red 3. And with that, nakapag-set up sila ng magagandang combos.
Yeah. David, be careful kasi na-shoot ng Blacklist. Yung setup nila. May tinatamaan ng Numinon Blast, may na-fatal links. And maybe hindi ko lang nakikita pero I'm sure may tinatamaan din nung yun yung overturn.
For sure. Ang dami na pa dito.
Okay, Black Dragon form. Mukhang bait lang naman. Under 30, hindi rin naman i-commit ni Aqua yan.
Yes.
Okay, we'll be toning down dito sa laro natin. Ang items to, tingnan mo.
Yeah, actually itong side ng Blacklist International actually hindi naman ganoon kataas. I think pwede pa to.
Pwede pa.
The Next Play Solid even though may endless battle na si paring Full Clip this time. Ang kailangan kasi ng Next Play Solid sana dito is to shut down the Ling. Kapag nawala at na-target nila dito si Full Clip, pwede pa kasi nakay Full Clip pa rin yung damage. Again, masyadong mataas dito yung yung cooldowns ng ultimate.
Kanina sinisilip. Alam mo, sorry. Kanina sinisilip ko, tol, yung items. Okay na sana si Aqua kaso tatlo yung physical attack dagger.
Kanina lang
Dahil ginawa ng Legion Sword yung isa. Shoutout nga pala siya. Shoutout sa trainer natin.
What's up? Friend. Pero again, Kuya Shinbu, medyo nag-tone down yung game kasi natuto na yung Next Play Solid na, sige, hindi na natin pala kaya mag-invade. Why not defend? Mataas pa din yung capability natin to spam. Mataas pa din yung damage output natin. We have a Hilda na pwedeng pang vision. Si Rene J can just push out the waves. But the problem here, man, Black Dragon and the Pinch Boys, ang bilis ng response ngayon ng Blacklist kahit saang parte ng mapa ka pa.
I get on the field, they can dance around under turret no?
Oo nga parang kaya na
Under turret pwede mag-tower dive Lolita, no? Tapos Atlas.
Oo.
Ang daming pwedeng bang setup. Kasi hindi na kinukulang sa damage Kasi online din si Edward.
Oo. Ang taas ng shield at pwede pa sila mag-dive. Actually, tatlo yung pwede... hindi tatlo, 4 ang divers dito sa side ng Blacklist International. Even the Kagura can do the outplaying yung overturn, di ba? Wushu Umbrella PG, yung overturn, Edward. And then, meron pa silang flame shot. And sobrang crucial ng flame shot na yan kapag may kalaban kang Tams at kapag may kalaban kang Baksha. Kasi what can you do is you just knock them back. Yeah. Kung mag-initiate sila ng flame shot, may extra purify ka pa ng Wushu Umbrella Flea.
Mukhang ngayon yung jumong natin, tol. Hindi niya yata parang hindi masasalba yung Goguryeo ngayon.
Oo. Kailangan natin yung team song, Shin eh.
Salamat.
Yung ni Jumong eh.
Ano ito yung moment na natatalo si Jumong eh pag tinatractor siya?
Ito yung moment na yung bigla magsuslow-mo.
Oo. Ang nakaraan.
Oo.
Ang nakaraan may ganun eh.
Opo. Parang eto na nga ang pagsugod ng Blacklist International sa mid. Shinbu, next place, trying their best to defend. Wala ng meteor shower, pwede ikaw to!
Binatukan ng payong tol! Sakto tag-ulan! And look at that, ladies and gentlemen, may naligsunod ng members dito kahit yung back siya biyak! Ladies and gents, it's dahil na nawala! Triple kill na nakuha pa! Dito ni Full Clip at ibang talentong pinapakita ngayon nitong ating bata.
Nakita nila na naubos na yung bala!
Nag-meteor shower, after nag-meteor shower, boom, binato yung payong, hindi na kailangan eh.
Kaya yung sabi ni Edward, payong kaibigan!
Payong kaibigan! Tandaan nyo, hindi lahat ng payong maganda, may mga payong masama.
Oo nga! At sinama bigla ang next play. Beautiful initiation from Edward.
Lahat sasamain eh.
Oo, Shinbu, pini-question natin kanina itong Kagura pick, di ba? Pero sabi ni papakita ko sa inyo, Manjin and Shinbu, kung bakit pasok pa rin ang Kagura sa pag-initiate. What was that? From afar, we all thought that it's going to be Eson. We all thought that it's going to be Aqua or Full Clip to put in and then go with the initiation, but no. It is Edward. Kuya Shin. Wow.
Honest, huli kong Kagura na nakitang bumura ng ganon, season 1 pa kay UG.
UG pa lang, no?
Yung ganon na pamburahan na Kagura. Gulat ka na lang yung buhay mo.
Biglang stroke eh. Look at his items. Man, Clock of Destiny to the Lightning Transition. Season 1 kill.
Holy Crystal din. Holy Crystal. Like, there's a lot of magic damage out there.
Yeah, magic damage and stats. Man, ang hirap dito sa side ng Next Play Solid, all their damage, mas maraming single target eh. Parang isa lang yung pwede nilang pang full on 5-on-5 damage, which is the Meteor Shower and the Blood Floods. But again, man, Blacklist International, they negated the early game session.
Yeah.
They protected their Ling.
Yeah, man. And, you know, on a composition, tol, in a composition na may Kagura, on a composition na may Lolita, man, break the code indeed. Grabe. Initiative, Eson pumasok, pangit yung Fatal League, si MB lang ang tinamaan doon. Renegade sa may pinakalikod, grabe talaga. Ankle breaker, wasak ang tito mo. Down in by Edward, ladies and gentlemen, hindi nagpahuli basta kay Renegade Bura na ngayon yung ibang mga membro pa. Monster kill, double kill, patay si Jumong, kuha doon. And there is the minion going for the push into the face here of the Next Play Solid. Hindi durog, kundi break the code because Next Play Solid has been blacklisted.
Ato, ladies and gents, what a debut from Eson and Full Clip.
Full Clip, tol, grabe.
Wow.
Edward din.
And Edward as well. Shoutouts to the Blacklist International squad, to the Blacklist International fans. Wow, what a performance.
I didn't expect.
With this,
Out of expectations.
Shinbu with this type of lineup, no? I think Blacklist International, isa sila sa mga teams na handa na next week for the 5-man hunt.
Sino bumoto sa atin kanina sa Blacklist?
Ako.
Sa training? Ikaw? Sa training?
Hindi, sa training hindi.
Sa training ha, sa training. Sino bumoto sa...
Wala. Pero nung game 2, after seeing the Lolita, sabi ko, parang mukhang Blacklist. And guys, I just want to remind you guys, next week, August 28th, we're gonna have the 5-man ban. And we feel na ang Blacklist International na ang isa sa mga handa. Ang isa sa mga handang teams para sa bagong system. Wow.
Break the code. ladies and gentlemen, we'll be heading on to a very, very short break. After which, of course, darating syempre ang insights ng ating resident analyst, Wolf Cash, the MPL Season 6 regular season. We'll be back after this.
Are you game to be great? Now you can with the new Smart Giga Games 99. Get 1 gig data all day, every day for Mobile Legends and more. Game to be great with Smart Giga Games 99.
The way you live your life depends on the network you choose. Your movies, music, and games can only be as good as your network speed and strength. Slow means game over. But the Philippines' fastest mobile data network means game changing. Choose the network that gives you what you truly enjoy. How do you know about this Giga Life? Simple and smart ako.
Back in action for MPL Season 6. My name is Wolf, your analyst. And we're going to be breaking down Game 2 between Next Play and Blacklist. Wherein Blacklist actually won it by a storm, I'd say. They have destroyed Next Play Solid in game number 2 to a point where it was 14-0. Which is interesting because their draft is, masasabi nating overreaction at a certain point laban sa Next Play, pero bakit ano nga naman ang kahit anong draft if you can execute properly, and that's what I think is the key factor here. Dexstar as well as Ezon coming out from Blacklist, Ezon Esports and Dexstar, veterans in the scene for the longest time since the start of professional ML. Nandiyan na yung dalawang yan. They have now teamed up together, and in the meta game that we are playing right now, hindi natin masasabi na maganda ang Lolita at Atlas, let alone a 2-tank setup na meta game that we're playing. It's not gonna work. It's masyado lang talagang mabagal. But Blacklist International, they drafted this because of two things. One is to counter the opposing lineup, obviously. Lolita answers the Chango. It also answers the Yisen Shin for sure. And second is because they are prepared for this. Mukhang handang-handa ang Blacklist International. That's one thing that we want to point out. Okay, so bakit nga ba hindi nag-work ang isang double tank setup? That is because of the fact that it's very slow when it comes to taking the waves. In fact, in this specific game, napaganda na simula. Coming out from side of Next Play Solid, they were able to invade. Nanakawan nila ng orange buff ang Blacklist. And in the start, they are really on the lead. However, Blacklist, meron silang konting adjustment kasi alam nila na talagang mas mabagal silang mag-clear compared to Next Play. What they did was to put Ezon, which is a tank. Nag-mask po yan. Ganun siya. Ganun ka dedicated to being a tank itong Ezon in this specific game. But he started in the bottom lane against MB at a certain point. With the back siya. So, bakit ba nila ginawa to? As we are looking at the smart highlights of the game, bakit sila naglagay sa simula ng isang Atlas dun sa may bottom lane? Well, because they needed the wave clear coming out from Edwards Kagura in the mid lane so that the first set of buffs, at least, they will match up when it comes to clearing speed. Obviously, Next Play Solid, sila pa rin yung nauna, but the effect of the start of Blacklist International is that both of their tanks are level 4 in the first clash of the match. Nung unang clash nangyari, na full-on 5v5 team fight, they were ready with their yin-yang overturn, with the fact that they have the fatal links as well as the Lolita ultimate. Kaya sobrang handa sila dun sa unang laban. And I would just honestly say that Dexstar as well as Ezon's in-game knowledge that they have accumulated all throughout their career in MPL, full display sa game na to. If you look at the ultimate of Lolita, the way it's used, may mga times na hindi siya ka-combo ng Fatal Links kasi ginagamit nila to laban dun sa backlines ng Next Play Solid. And there were also times where Dexstar will just pop that bulwark kahit protektahan lang yung mga minions kasi ayaw niyang bigyan si Chango nung chance na makakuha ng extra wave sa mid. Ganon ka-dedicated itong si Dexstar as well as Izon on fulfilling their role. That's why Blacklist International really steamrolled over next play. So this is just perfect mixture of experience and good drafting coming out from Blacklist. Full clip is our Smart MVP of the game with a 707 performance on the lane. But I can honestly say that Edward on this Kagura also played well. Pati na rin yung mga supporting cast dito coming out from Blacklist. Aqua played well. The two tanks coming out from Blacklist International were also very good. At hindi lang yung kanilang paggamit ng mismong hero. It's very smart on how they were able to execute with their lineup. And I think that it's just important for us to mention kung gaano kaganda ang addition ni Izon dito sa Blacklist. For the longest time, reserved from other teams that he played in, particularly Cignal Ultra from before, as we have the giveaway codes, by the way, guys. So reserve, but now use yung kanyang experience and yung kanyang in-game knowledge paired up with another brilliant mind in the scene, which is Dexstar. I think that this is Blacklist International having a lot of preparation din. I think na-mention ng mga casters natin, ang dami nilang, mukha silang handang-handa. Yun na nakita natin, handang-handa sila sa ating laro, and it's a full display right now in this game. So very exciting to see dito sa Blacklist. Next play, they will have a lot of chances then to actually get back to the game for sure. Dami pa nilang lalaroin, and they would have to treat this as a lesson that anybody can be prepared against them. Nevertheless, this is MPL Season 6. Marami pa tayong mapapanood na matches today. We still have 2 series remaining. Before that, let's thank the people or the organizations that made this possible. Again, MPL PH Season 6 is brought to us by our official tournament telco partner Smart. Forge stronger bonds with your team as you conquer the battlefield with Smart Giga Games. So enjoy 1 gigabyte of games all day for Mobile Legends, Facebook Gaming, and more. Just dial *123# and choose Giga Games. MPL Season 6 also brought to us by our official sponsor, Realme. Realme, by the way, is celebrating the first Realme Fan Fest and #DareBeRealme campaign. Visit their official page at fb.com/RealmePhilippines to know more. We'd also like to thank our official sponsor, Gillette. Get up to 50 diamonds with every purchase of Gillette's Mach 3 Razor, Vector 3 Razor, or Blue 3 Sable Force pack in select pure gold doors nationwide. #Shave the day with Gillette. We also would like to thank our partner in esports, Paymaya. Get 7% balik bayad when you purchase your gaming pins via Paymaya, and the better way to pay, of course. Promo runs until August 31. Big thanks, by the way, to our partner in esports, TikTok. Search MLBB on TikTok just to win premium skins. Search lang MLBB sa TikTok para manalo ng premium skins. Sobrang simple lang. Of course, MPL Season 6 with our official gaming headset partner, Logitech G. Here like a pro, and this is powered by Moonton. Mga kaibigan, we still have 2 exciting series remaining, even a very important match later in the day. For now, we're going to be hopping into the break, and while we do that, why don't we enjoy the top 5 plays of this series?
game over.
But the Philippines' fastest mobile data network means
Game changing.
choose the network that gives you what you truly enjoy. How do you know about this gig of life?
Simple and smart ako. When uncertainty is our reality, we rise above with the things that matter. Gigify happiness. Gigify love. Gigify friendship. Gigify dreams. Gigify hope. With smart Giga music, video, games, work, and stories, we let our passions run free in the new world we face together. Smart. Live Giga.
Realme smartphone. Dare to leap.
Watch me. Feel me.
Realme Watch. Time to be smarter. Realme Dare to Leap.
Don't pay cash.
Hey, Maya.
You've got me on the edge.
Legit, right? Not quite. Just like your disposable razor. It's time you switch your disposable razor for your legit first shave so you can be every bit legit. Gillette Mac 3.
For a closer shave, less irritation. Switch to
Gillette Mac 3.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to Fun Talk. My name is Wolf, your host, and with me, history-making champions, two-time RPH, formerly known as Sun Sparks. Welcome. Kamusta naman? Kamusta? Sige, kasi may mga hindi rin siguro nakakilala pa or baka nagulat sila kasi nakaputi na kayo, bago na yung jersey. Pakilala nyo naman yung sarili nyo, ano yung role nyo sa team at
Ako si Christian Pifo, IGN Race Cup Vision. Ako 22 years old. Ako yung tank support ng Aura PH.
Ako naman si Grid, Alan Del Rico, 21 years old, tank support ng Aura. My name is Renzo Nadwa, Grid Orange, I'm 22 years old, World to Fight.
Ako po si Kelvin Hernandez. Agent ko po Kelvin J. I'm 15 years old. Tas ang role ko po ay Ace Fighter Mage ng Aura.
My name is JP De La Cruz, IGN ko JP, Marksman Assassin na Aura PH, 21 years old. Ako nga pala si Ashley Marcos, IGN ko rin Wash, Road to Fighter, I'm 21 years old.
guys, first time na nagkaroon ng online na tournament, kahit yung mismong playoffs online, naglalaro lang kayo. Describe nyo naman yung feeling, ano yung difference.
Laking challenge kasi wala yung communication, yung pag-usama namin. Iba kasi pag magkakasama kami, kung walang problema sa pag-uusap, tuloy-tuloy yung command. Tapos, nung nagsama-sama kami ng playoffs, bumalik yung excitement namin dahil magkakasama kami. Tapos nung nag-champion kami ng playoffs, parang nakaka-miss lang yung feeling ng crowd. Nawala kasi yung feeling na may sumisigaw.
Anong initial reaction nyo nung Onyx PH, JP? Sila ulit yung nakatapat nyo sa Grand Finals.
Kung ano kasi noong una, nang pagpasok namin ng Grand Finals, inaantay na namin yung kung sino maglalaban sa lower bracket ng finals, kung sino papasok sa atin. Tapos nung nalaman namin kung Onyx, masaya pa rin kasi si Grit gusto rin makalaban yung Onyx PH. So, kumbaga, pinagandaan na rin namin. Tapos, napag-aralan din kasi namin sila kasi waiting na kami. Napapanood namin yung laban nila against Grit ng finals.
Grade, last time nasa losing side sa Grand Finals. This time, nasa winning side. Gusto namin malaman ano yung pakiramdam on both ends.
Siyempre masaya kasi finally natapos ko yung sinisigaw ko nung season 4. Kasi nung season 4, nung game 4, sumisigaw na ako na champion na tayo. Tapos yun, siyempre malungkot nun after ng game nun. Tapos pagdating naman nung season 5, nung nag-champion, sobrang sarap sa feeling kasi finally natapos ko na yung sinisigaw ko nung season 4, diba?
And masaya din kasi parang may winning play kang ginawa doon. It's amazing. Natalia play. Can you describe to us ano yung nasa utak mo ng mga moments na yun? Paano mo kinausap yung mga kampi mo about that?
Sa akin kasi naramdaman ko talaga na kahit anong gawin ko, kahit anong decision na gawin ko sa game. Tiwala lang yung pating ko na parang walang mali sa akin kahit na mag-error kami, okay lang. Tapos yun, nung naramdaman ko yung tiwala na yun, nung time na yun, hindi na ako nagsalita eh. At sila nagkakagulo sila ng sa Lord, tapos sabi ko, it's my time, di ba?
Anong mas masarap na feeling para sa FLVJ? Yung first championship o yung etong most recent one?
Para sa akin yung first championship kasi nung na-2-0 kami, parang tumingin talaga ako sa audience nun eh. Na parang ang dami pala namin supporters. Parang sabi ko kagad na, tara, please ba? Pakita natin na kaya natin. Sarap din yung feeling ng sinasabitan ng medal sa stage at saka inaangat yung trophy sa stage.
Guys, lahat naman na nandito deserving na mag-champion. Lahat kayo may pinatunayan. Pero isa sa mga tinitingala ng mga viewers natin ngayon, syempre si KLVJ, the king. Pero before MPL Season 5, meron kang pinramis kay Mami. Actually, let's watch this video now.
Ang promise ko, Mami, magbaback-to-back kami, tapos mag-MC tayo nila ate, tapos champion din doon sa ibang bansa.
So, Kel, yung promise mo, natupad mo na. Medyo lang kasi may konting hiccup lang. Pero ngayon na back-to-back champion na natupad mo na yung sinabi mo kay Mami, meron ka bang bagong promise?
Hindi man natupad niya sa MC, pero pangako, champion kami ulit gamit naman yung RPH sa M2, buong mundo naman yung champion namin.
Captain Reflesia, solid mga players mo for sure. Pero ano yung pwedeng abangan ng viewers?
Feeling ko yung pinaka-abangan nyo lang is yung same enjoyment, excitement ng team namin pagdating sa paglalaro. Siguro abangan nyo na lang sa Aura PH yung same na ginagawa namin, yung excitement, yung saya sa game. May kita nyo pa rin, pero yung improvement namin, ipapakita din namin sa inyo.
Aura PH, your back-to-back champions ng MPL, two-time history makers, at hindi daw sila magbabago para sa MPL Season 6. Kaabang-abang for sure. This has been MPL's Fun Talk. See you in the next one.
to the MPL Season 6 regular season, Day 2 ng ating Week 1. Kami ang inyong makakasama. I will be your anchor for this game. Ako si Manjin.
Of course, I'll be your analyst naman. Shibu the one for Anay at kami ang Anjin po tandem.
Bago tayo magsimula, nais muna nating pasalamatan ng ating official tournament telco partner, Smart. Forge stronger bonds with your team as you conquer the battlefield with Smart Giga Games. Enjoy 1 gig games all day for Mobile Legends, Facebook Gaming, and more. Dial *123# now and choose Giga Games 99. Official sponsor, Realme. Realme is celebrating their first Realme Fan Fest and #Dare to be Realme campaign. Visit the official page at facebook.com/Realme Philippines to know more. Official sponsor, Gillette. Get up to 50 diamonds with every purchase of Gillette's Mac 3 Razor, Vector 3 Razor, or Blue 3 Razor. Simple as Force or S-Pack in select pure gold doors nationwide. #Shave the day with Gillette.
Siyempre maraming salamat din sa ating partner in esports. That would be of PayMaya. Get 7% balik bayad when you purchase your gaming pins via PayMaya. The better way to pay. Promo runs until August 31. Isa pa sa ating mga partner in esports ay ang TikTok. Search MLBB on TikTok to win premium skins. I-search ang MLBB sa TikTok para manalo ng premium skins. Siyempre maraming salamat din sa ating official gaming headset partner. That is Logitech G, Here Like a Pro, and the MPL PH Season 6 regular season is powered by Moonton.
Yun na nga, Shinbu, we are now at game number 2. It's going to be BSB versus Cignal Ultra. Cignal Ultra coming in from the MPL qualifiers. Tight match-up versus Archangel. This time, sabi nila, kami naman ang magpapakitang gilas, kami ay magbabalik. Pero nandyan, na humaharang sa kanila ngayon, ang team Horns Up na team BSB.
I just want to mention, no, kanina we just had the conclusion of the match between Blacklist International and NXP. Nakita mo yung ginawa ng Blacklist doon. They closed out the series 2-0. And remember na kaya ang baba ng impressions natin sa Blacklist because they actually ended Season 5 in a very low, in a quite low ranking that is 6th place. Pero ang kasunod nila doon ay itong BSB.
BSB.
7 to 8 place, no? Ayun yung ranking ngayon ng BSB. And parang may bagong kalaban, Cignal Ultra. Nakita natin yung init ng Cignal Ultra kanina nung regular season, no? So we still have some good expectations regarding Cignal Ultra. But I think what you're trying to say, Shin, is that every team here in MPL ay hindi mo pwedeng maliitin. Ladies and gentlemen, panoorin natin ngayon ang intro para sa team ng BSB.
Nag-umpisa ako mag-ML nung nakita ko yung mga tropa ko nag-ML sa labas. Tapos nagkukwentuhan sila sa ML. Tapos tinry ko i-download. Tapos di ako natulog ng 3 araw. Laro ko ng
Ako, na-discover ko yung naglalaro lang yung mga pinsan ko, tapos nilaro ko na din. Galing ako second team ng BSB, tapos nung nag-ECQ, nag-uwian kami, ay nagbata ako maglaro pa din. Hindi ako tumigil, sabi ko tuloy lang. Etong Season 6 nga, sabi ko parang nag-looking for team ako. Dapat second team ulit ako, sabi ni Shider mag-tryout ako sa main team. Kaya ayun, nakakuha naman ako.
Gusto ko lang pustahan lang talaga eh.
Horns Up, no?
#Horns Up. Shinbu, ang kanilang motto dito, ibig sabihin yan, ang ating matalas na panlaban ay ating ilalaban. Kapuan Trevor, Wilson, Shider, Ana, Indrix, nabanggit dito sa kanilang interview kanina na sabi nga ni Ana, Team 2 siya last time. And with that experience in hand, maganda yung pwede niyang maiambag para dito sa Team BSB. I can therefore say that they are the chameleons of the tournament kasi they can adapt in every situation na nandyan sila. Minsan, may times na yung mga big names din dito sa game ay unti-unti rin nilang nilalason.
Yeah.
This is Team BSB. Again, like what you've said kanina, Shinbu, you don't underestimate every team na meron dito sa tournament. And ang interesting dito sa BSB, nagsabi nila na mag-switch up din sila ng lineup. I think Scheider, the veteran one here, is now going for the 6-man position.
And not to mention, of course, they had Jerax, Nu, and Esman going up to have Ana and Drix come in, no, for the off-season draft change. Anyway, guys, silipin naman natin. Isa ba sa mga pinakabagong teams and rather nagbabalik din na brand sa MPL, ang Cignal Ultra, mga kaibigan. Actually see their KDA rate here to be not applicable because this is their debut match for the MPL.
Eto nga, tanong dito, Shin, are we going to see pressure and jitters para dito sa Cignal Ultra? Imba DJ, Chujin, Rhea, Bensanity, Hades, and Yeb Meister. Wala pa sila dito ang KDA kasi this is their debut match. But for the fans of Cignal Ultra, yung mga old fans and the new fans, alam nila ngayon maglaro ang Cignal Ultra, ang tinaguriang comeback kings, at mukhang nag-comeback na nga with the new roster in hand. As one gumalaw, Kuya Shin, ano sa tingin mo, like, ikaw, nakas mo tong game na to Nakas mo recently yung kanilang qualifiers, and I think mag-agree ka sa akin na ang napakalaking threat nitong Cignal Ultra.
I think napakalaking threat talaga nung Cignal Ultra. We cannot deny the fact what is the perceived thought or strength dito for Cignal Ultra, just basing it on their qualifier match. They said that the Cignal Ultra came in from the death group of the qualifier, di ba? Sinasabi na mas mahirap yung grupo nila compared sa pinagdaanan ng NXP Solid. Ayun yung impression ng community di ba? Tapos, not to mention, Cignal Ultra has been making waves on semi-pro tournaments and other tournaments aside MPL, and they've taken their fair share of championships consistently. No?
To add to that, Kuya Shinbu, alam mo din kung gaano ka-dangerous itong Cignal Ultra dahil recently tinalo nila ang defending champions. No? Ang dami nilang napagdaanan at ang dami na rin nilang nakalaban. And again, this is looking dangerous.
Imagine that, di ba? On a finals, tinalo mo ang Aura PH.
Tinalo mo ang Aura PH. Probably, magandang confidence boost to para sa Cignal Ultra. I think they're hot right now. So as BSB din naman. Guys, I think mas marami pa tayong malalaman na analysis in terms of stats dahil ipapasa na natin yan sa ating resident analyst na si Wolf.
Thanks so much, casters. Interesting ang makikita ating laban dahil in true comeback kings fashion, nagbabalik ang Cignal Ultra dito sa ating liga. Gone for Season 5 because of some of their mishaps in the past seasons. Now, new face na ang Cignal Ultra. This is not the Cignal Ultra that we know and love dito sa MPL Season 6. In fact, I think from the start of January 2020, eto na, unti-unting nabago yung lineup ng Cignal Ultra until they have an entirely new lineup and an entirely new coach. And that's gonna be exciting kasi nabalik yung comeback kings na factor in terms of coming back to the league, but the fresh new face on how they tackle Mobile Legends, that's gonna be interesting to say. So, they will be facing against BSB. And I think the key factor here for BSB going up against Cignal Ultra is they have to secure their fundamentals because Cignal Ultra are very good when it comes to fundamentals. And yung BSB, kapag nawala yung core idea or approach nila or understanding of Mobile Legends Professional League, man, matatalo sila ng Cignal Ultra because that's how scary Cignal Ultra is. That's how exactly they won against the two-time back-to-back champions of MPL in a tournament that's outside of MPL, an off-season tournament. But at the same time, matouts pa rin yung competitiveness. So, ang atake dito ng Cignal Ultra is definitely fundamentals. That's one thing that you have to understand if you want to follow Cignal Ultra. One thing na masasabi naman natin na konting advantage ng BSB compared to Cignal Ultra is the fact that even when Cignal Ultra is a new team in town or fresh new face nga katulad sinabi natin, marami kang mapapanood na games ng Cignal Ultra. In fact, I can bet na Cignal Ultra yung siguro yung pinakamaraming matches papanood all throughout the off-season, right? And even during the MPL Season 5 season, meron din mga tournaments outside ng MPL na mapapanood mo yung Cignal Ultra. What I want to say here is, if you did your homework as BSB, if you prepared against Cignal Ultra, kaya mo silang kontrahin because there's a lot of stuff, a lot of matter that you can study when it comes to dealing with Cignal Ultra. And I think that's one thing that BSB should really look for. There are no stats yet dahil bago ang Cignal Ultra, dahil wala pa nga sila from the previous season, but there's a lot of films that you can watch when you are BSB going up against Cignal Ultra. But what do you think, casters? Paano nga ba tatalunin ng BSB ang Cignal Ultra or Cignal Ultra ang BSB? Back to you guys.
Hindi na ganun kadali sabihin no? Sa totoo lang, going back doon sa analysis ulit ni Wolf mag-a-analyze na iiwan ng challenge. That manifested on the Blacklist versus NXP match. Like right now, clearly after this, baka ditong Saturday pa lang kailangan ulit mag-recheck nung pinag-aralan natin. Actually, regarding the hero pool. And yes, ano yan?
Interesting point actually coming in from Wolf Shinbo. Like, sabi niya, mas marami kasing, nag-agree ako mas marami kasing bots right now for Cignal Ultra.
Yes.
They've been joining tournaments too. But mas nagkakaroon ng success ang Cignal Ultra off-season. And like what you've said, na nakita natin kanina in the early game na mas marami pa tayong pwedeng may dissect right now in this game.
Like, picks such as Rafaela and Kagura, Chango on the side lane. I mean, matagal na yung Chango on the side lane, but it's now working, right? It's now here in the MPL. From the looks of it, it might be a mainstay here, But I want to get into into the Cignal Ultra BSB match, One thing is for sure, I want to watch out, of course, for Anna and Drix here, because from the looks of it, the running trend for MPL are the new drafts, like really showcasing and stepping up, to the challenge.
Players.
Pakita yung talenta nila. Kung tulad ng ginawa ni Full Clip kanina, may meme na nga mula kay Daddy Shark kagad si
Full Clip.
Pero, isa sa mga pinakamalaking deal breaker ng laro dito ay bantayan natin yung support, yung utility support tsaka tank support ngayon ng bawat teams, because Imba DJ still has been stellar on the post and his command of this role.
Gusto ko yung point mo doon, Shinbu, na sa supports na tayo titingin. Dati parang, parang carry, mage. Ngayon, yung mga supports kasi yung talagang nagdidikta kung kailan papasok yung laban, and na-witness natin siya all throughout the games. And Imba DJ, like what you've said, has proven himself with the tournament. Meron na silang motto ngayon na tinatawag nating Kalmado Ultra. Kalmado Captain. And mukhang kalmado sila sa draft dahil eto na, Shinbu, for the running draft, for the first phase, interesting picks and bans. Dito, Cignal Ultra right now banning the Popol and Kuba and the Kufra. Meanwhile, Atlas and si Khalid para dito sa BSB. Shin, eto na, bumalik na naman ang kapangalan mo, Yishun Shin.
Si Jumong nga yan. Ang tagapagligtas ng Gogoryo, diba? Ang taong may dakilang layunin. Yan si Jumong. Anyway, for YSS, it will be no surprise. I still believe he is very, very strong. Ang pinagtaka ko lang is of the PNK band dito ng Cignal Ultra. From the looks of it, they just really don't want to, they have no plans of playing that. Ako kind of makes sense because you can easily catch off the supports na super aggressive na laging pinupull off dito ni Imba DJ in the form of the Louis. But kasi kapag may Yishun din, tapos kakaiba yung Khalid ban with the Atlas naging available yung Uranus. So Uranus really good. But wala yatang choice yung Cignal dito kundi mag-ban ng Esmeralda. Because they've already shown it, and their two side laners are revealed. Now. Yuzong and Atlas.
Parang na kaagad. Actually, Yuzong and Uranus.
Ay, sorry, yes.
Okay lang. Ang ganda dito ng point mo, Shin, on the choke na ginagawa ngayon ng BSB and ng Cignal Ultra. Two side laners and ang hinihintay ng Cignal Ultra ngayon ay ang kanilang main course. Actually, this is the Farsa support na hinahanap natin and mukhang tama ka doon sa Esmeralda ban. Kasi parang wala nang kukontra dito sa Uranus pick ng Cignal Ultra. Ano pa kaya mga pwede nating makita this time on the lineup of BSB? Parang interesting na binalik din nila yung Valir on their composition.
Nakadepende actually sa side lane dito ng BSB tol. Right now ang awkward i-deadly blade ka agad, Tams. And I think the matchup will happen on that part no para sa Uranus. Pero there is a heavy demand na is, oh my god, the draft is getting better and better sa Cignal Ultra. Sus ko po. Cho, Deadly Blade is might be good here para sa BSB. But I'm curious about the Hylos. Hylos is good, you know, for that instant stand if you are playing protective. But I find Hylos really slow. Parang ni Hylos, yun lang inaalala.
Yeah, parang nag-agree ako sa'yo na yung Hylos kasi siya lang yung parang pwedeng rumesponse. Actually, may Cho din. Pero sa Cignal Ultra, kailangan natin atay take note yung capability nila mag-roam sa map. Mayroon kang Ibon, mayroon kang Dragon, at mayroon kang umaakyat sa dingding. So, let's see kung doon lahat sa sinasabi mo, no? Parang mas heavily
umakyat sa dingding. Tinutukan mo ba doon si Yuzong Butike?
Si Ling.
Si Ling.
Caller yan eh.
Akyat bahay, no?
Ay naku, sinamahan pa nila ng sinamahan pa nila ng gulong. So,
wala pa silang tank eh. Yeah.
Ang taas ng tempo ngayon ng Cignal Ultra. Let's see kung saan papasok dyan yung Deadly Blade. Kasi mukhang sa side ng BSB, they want to get and put pressure sa lanes. Lahat kasi ng lineup dito ng BSB mataas din sa lanes eh. Kuya Shito eh.
Ano problema yung Cho sa Tams for this lineup? I may sound too confident on this one, but right now I think it's for this part, no. I think it's very easy to me to make my vote right now. It does look like Cignal Ultra was able to get what they really wanna get. Simula pa lang dun sa first two bans nila. My vote is for Cignal Ultra. Firesound, Imba DJ. They have Atlas, they have Yuzong, they have Ling.
Parang nakuha nila yung mga A-list tier na heroes dito.
S+ pa yun sa totoo.
Parang S+. Then even though na yung Hishon Shin napunta dito sa side ng BSB, I would agree with you on this one, Shinbu. Cignal Ultra din ang pipiliin ko. I'm not really seeing the Hylos with a good win rate right now sa pubs and sa rank games and even sa mga tournaments na napapanood natin kasi ang tataas na ng damage eh. Ang heroes di ba?
Yes, and sobrang importante ng mobility for skirmishes and even transitioning between lanes talaga ngayon.
There you go.
Will struggle. Guys, ironically, kung sino pa yung may glorious pathway, kung sino pa yung apat na paa, mabagal po talaga.
Nahabol. Makikita natin yan.
Kapag kinumpara mo sa tank na tulad nila Atlas, no? Na may perfect match na tulad ni Kufra na may talon. Well, we are into the game, ating mga kababayan. Welcome to the first game of the second series ng ikalawang araw sa unang linggo ng MPL regular. The debut match ng Cignal Ultra, one of the teams that come in from our qualifiers against BSB here, the 7 to 8 place, no? Kumbaga, parang sabi nga ni Vice President, nasa laylayan. Pero kaya ng pinakita nga dito ng Blacklist International kanina, we are still an MPL expert team. Any pa din. Sure pa din ang threat.
Habang nakakuha na ngayon dito si paring Hades ng purple, papapasok si Ana dito with the knock-up onto the village, but this is too deep. But I think it's okay. That is a 1-for-1. Shinbu, what was that?
I mean, ang lalim ng entrada ni Ana dito. But you really want to disable Cignal Ultra eh. If you made your preparation against Cignal Ultra, napakalaking factor. You know, over the previous games or napakalaking contributor, lagi ni Imba DJ. Actually, let's read on to that. We have here the Gillette instant replay. Basically, nakita lang talaga ni Ana that Imba DJ was dancing around and you can complete the burst for that. Hindi rin pwede mag-transform si Imba DJ. By that time, naka-cooldown na yata yung ano niya. There's some current energy impact.
And I think okay din na si Imba DJ yung natali dito. Shinbu, no? Again, Ana right now, the new kid on the block para dito sa BSB. Sabi niya dito, ganito ang unang entrada natin. First blood natin, si kuya mo Imba DJ, even though dapat sana si Hades, I think it's okay kasi nabawasan dito yung tempo na gustong gawin ng Cignal Ultra with the Ling pick. Right now, Kuya Shin, papasok na tayo sa pangalawang buff. Abangan na natin yan under a minute na delay ng onti dito, men. Ang Cignal Ultra. Tingin mo ba malaking factor to? Kasi si Yishun Shin, si Drix, mukhang okay. And plus, meron pa silang retribution.
Too early pa talaga to say, no? And things can go out easily, but the Ling is getting steadily farmed. And marami na nagsasabi, madali na huliin ang Ling, marunong na yung mga players maglaro. Pero try pa rin eh. Try pa rin. Like, para sa akin, the easiest counter and the most effective counter for the Ling is not to really catch him, but to starve him. Alisin mo yung resources talaga niya. Deny the blue. As long as the blue is given towards the Ling, as long as you fail denying the blue, hindi mo talaga parang napaparusahan yung Ling. The Ling can die 3 or 2, down for the late game. Pero kung lagi lang siyang buff up, laging threat lagi yung Ling.
Pero sa tingin ko, isa dyan sa mga resources na sinasabi mo ay yung resource din ng mga kampi niya. Kasi kapag wala ka ding mga kampi that can provide you utility, can provide you movement speed, stuns, parang mababawasan din. So I think okay pa din sana yung nangyaring pick-off kay Imba DJ. Let's see kung kaya bang ituloy-tuloy ito ng BSB dahil papasok na lang sila dito sa bandang crab coin dahil ayun na yung follow-up dito nung gulong. The stun will connect onto the 2, but that's the revitalize coming in from Cap 1. Drix coming in with the proc of the melee shots. But where's the damage? Wala pang counter dito at ayun ang bawi ni Imba DJ.
Oo nga.
Counter agad, bawing-bawi. May pasok pa dito ng Timeless of Blix, but the burn is there. Sitting torrent para kay Trevor on level 2. But Ben Sanity ay nandito pa din. Bawi agad ang Cignal Ultra, Kuya Shito. Napakabilis nun.
Pero ang awkward nung pasok ni Hades na parang maybe for a zone out on that part. Still, daling naman much like many carries. Maganda kasi sa Mobile Legends yung carries ngayon. You expect them to kill, expect them to be shot down. Pero like what H2S is doing, if you farm consistently, okay lang eh. Kahit bigyan na ako ng kill eh.
Speaking of consistent, mukhang consistent dito ang pag-invade ng side ng BSB, pero kailangan na nilang umalis dahil medyo pulado na sila dahil pumasok ng Black Diamond 4 ni paring Rhea plus the Soul Eater. Bang! Wala kayong makukuhang buff, sabi dito ng Cignal Ultra. Even though nanakawan, okay lang kasi nakuha sila ng dalawa, Shinbu.
At napabilis mag-manifest tol nung composition dito ng Cignal Ultra. No? The moment that they group up, they have a very strong frontline force. In the form of the Baksha, in the form of this Yuzong, and classic composition utilizes the Ling. You get a push into the mid, you get a few kills, you are poised on taking a purple buff. Na-timingan pa, and I cannot but feel na miss out ng BSB or mali yung decision ng BSB to take fights on the mid kasi talagang ang objective mo dun is the purple buff eh, di ba?
Parang na-miss nila yung chance sana. Kasi makigets mo dito yung ginagawa dito ni paring Hades, but meanwhile as Hades, medyo nagkaroon ata ng wisdom ang Cignal Ultra. That is a turtle for a kill for BSB. Ito na ata yung comeback from that lag.
Sa totoo lang, napakalinis na bawi nun because you just got 2 kills, you also got the turtle, and still Drix is doing pretty well. Diba? Still not started down.
Ang gusto mong sabihin dito, parang even though nagpifail kami ng onte doon sa bandang pagkuha ng buff, nakakakuha pa rin ako ng tabla. The score right now is 3-4. 1,000 lang. Actually, 500 lang ang lamang dito ng Cignal Ultra.
Napakainit ni Ana ngayon sa
Pasans no? Ang Pasans.
Di ba nag-retire yan?
Iba na laro niya.
Nag-ML na rin pala. Dami si RTZ lang eh, tsaka si EXE, pati si Ana pa lang dito.
Lumilpat na si kaibigang Ana and mukhang ang ganda ng control niya dito sa bandang side lane. Kuya Shinbu, yung dalawang panel carries natin ay nagkakaroon na ng items ha. Si Drix level 7, Hades level 8, but mainit na si Ana.
Yeah, very awkward position actually.
Napakagandang position, pero ito yung Dragon Form natin plus sa ultimate from behind. Imba DJ. Pero napakaganda ng sustain dito na side ng BSB hanggang sa killing spree. Si Parin Drix and si Ana nandito pa rin. Si Pa. Torre na yung kalaban lumilipad ang ibon dito.
Mainit din si Impact DJ. Gusto ko pumigil lang kasi merong mountain siya. Flickered in.
Oo nga.
Alam din ni Impact DJ. Now the thing there is, alam nila yan, naririnig niya yan ang recall. Buti na lang nagip. By the way, we want to tell you guys, sige, mamaya na muna, breakdown muna natin yung nangyaring laban dito. It was a full-blown fight. This is still wise mula sa BSB because you want to really deny the objective onto the link. And it was really rewarding because, kahit pa paano, pressure established onto the link, kita mo, wala siyang ngayon, di ba? Purple buff na hawak dito. And that's a big handicap na ibibigay para sa link. Not to mention, Drix being consistent. And again, going back on to Ana, by the way guys, hindi kayo pwede basta-basta nag-recall because pag pro player levels po yan mga tol, even at the fog of war, naririnig yung recall ng mga players kung saan kayo nagtatago.
And Shin, dito lang ata papasok yung sinabi mo na ML na ML. Si Iba DJ.
Ano mga bagong players sa MPL pag ikaw tinignan mo yung stat sheet tapos tinignan mo sino yung mga bagong player in yung tingnan mo init ng kamay
si Ana, si Drix, si Iba DJ, si Ana,
diba?
Oo nga si Ana pangatlong beses na nilang ginagawa. Ay biruin mo, hindi pa nga basag yung first turret, nasa second turret na siya, doon siya lumalaban, same spot yung nakuha niya yung first blood. Chinbu, tabla yung ating laro dito, but I think na BSB ang lumalamang. We voted for Cignal Ultra, na nakikita natin na ang taas dito ng teamfight capabilities ng Cignal Ultra, pero may isang specific teamfight, yung pangatlong purple take, na nung nagtabi-tabi yung BSB, Shinbu, bigla na lang walang damage. Yung Cignal Ultra, and it goes to how well prepared. How well prepared these teams are. Tama ba ako, Shin?
Totoo. It's actually very obvious doon sa clash na nangyari kanina on the health mask. I'm not saying any, madali makita guys kung nakaka-damage sa ML. May makita ka lang yellow bar na tick Ganun kaganda. Like not for that part. Now, what I want to emphasize is again also the playstyle of Ana fits his role here. What was introduced for us during the MPL ay ang tank chow. So wala na kami ng meta because of some preference for the side laners, but right now hindi ito tank chow guys. This is a side lane chow with a flicker.
Na-assassin.
Remember, sa Cignal Ultra side, meron may purification guys, pero walang flame shot. Flame shot is very, very effective against a chow with a flicker, diba?
Na meron kang pang counter go. But I think they also have the stun coming in from Imba DJ. So, alam mo, dito mo mapapansin na 7 minutes in, na-reset na yung game Tabla pa din. And Shin, eto na naman. Papasok na naman sila dito sa purple. Nakita na si Hades dito with the mountain shocker. Pipilitin ata to ng side ng BSB. Ayun, mula sa likod si paring Chujin at uunahin nila dito yung purple top 1. Papasok dito, but Trevor and company from behind. Sino nakuha na purple? Patay!
Ana,
napakaganda ng sipa. And si Drix, nung subukan niya dito, may bawi ng onti Cignal Ultra, pero wala na silang main carry. Parehas na wala ng main carry dito. And wow, it's still BSB. Every team fight, Ana with the clutch phase. Kuya Shinbu, Assassin Cho is back in the ball game. How do you deal with this, Shinbu?
Well, yun, chase him down. Chase him down talaga. Uranus, stick to the basics. Actually, kanina, minamaliit natin yung high-loss na pick. Meron ako nakalibutan regarding the high-loss pick, no? Makunat siya, tol. High-loss nga pala. At hindi pinapaluan ng Cignal Ultra. Alam mo kung anong isang bagay dito pinoprovide ni high-loss na matindi? Vision. Ang laki ng vision kanina dahil kay Hylos. He was camping the purple buff. And that gives confidence for BSB to go in because they know exactly where and who is close towards those point of entries. On this Gillette instant replay, you can actually see that Capuanas has been staying over there. And grabe, nagbabagay yung paa ni Ana, man. The moment that he saw, alam naman natin what makes a good show player, ang simple lang, hero luck. No?
Hero luck lang.
Hero targeting. And the moment that the Ling went down, binati kaagad ng paa.
Bati. And ikaw na nagsabi, may vision dito si Hylos at alam mo kaagad na makikita mo kaagad yung kalaban mo. But then again, it seems like Cignal Ultra is still in control dahil lagi na lang kumukuha dito ng purple ang BSB pero wala silang nakukuhang objective. Even though nakakuha sila ng tablang kill, yung Cignal Ultra, na-even up nila yung trade. Looking at the items right now, hindi pa rin pumapasok yung sinasabi mo, Shinbu, na pwedeng pang-counter sa Uranus and sa Yuzong dito on the Deadly Blade.
So Deadly Blade, yeah.
What they have right now is the Durance Ring.
That is so bad. Nakakatakot yun na decision dito ng BSB. Magiging malaking problema nila si Chujin. Chujin directly counters Ana here. And he can re-engage even with this half health. Walang Deadly Blade.
Speaking of re-engage, nandito na naman ang ultimate coming in from EXE. Ang Dragon! On behind ako! Ang Dragon! Hininig ako yung Dragon, pero nandun na din sa kabila. Grabe, flanks coming in from everywhere. With the flanks that they have, mukhang eto na nga. Ang kalmadong ultra na galawan. Four heroes falling down for the side of BSB. Cignal Ultra, ladies and gentlemen. Shin, yun na nga.
They burned. I think we have a replay coming for that. But the problem there is they burned so much onto Chujin and without any Deadly Blade. It was soaked up heavily. Half-health pa si Chujin doon. Half-health pa si Chujin doon during that time, you know? And still he didn't die. He didn't die from whatever was berserk ng mga taga BSB. Just because there is no Deadly Blade, there is no anti-heal.
Yeah.
You know, hindi naman ganun kalaki yung lamang ng BSB. I feel like they were able to get some lead if they are taking fights under the purple buff of Cignal Ultra. Pero ayun, nakikita mo, di ba? Sabi ko na may lamang yung BSB eh. No? Ayun, no? Ayun yung nakikita mo yung XP by Gold Bar. It gets swing easily by Cignal Ultra. We know how the Atlas shines. Atlas. Uranus shines in the late game.
Ang ganda sana ng mga...
Atlas ay nakakas.
Oo nga eh. Ang ganda sana ng mga ginagawa nilang pang counter go, pero mukhang nakakabawi pa rin dito. Ang side ng Cignal Ultra, Tempest of Blade coming in. That is a mega kill. Hindi na nga tumama yung Dragon Tail at mukhang kukunin pa nila kaibigang Shinbu ang orange buff. Cignal Ultra, even though sabi nila, sige, napanood na namin yung invade nyo, we're ready and we're prepared to counter it. Ang taas ng damage nila dito, and like what you've said, Shinbu, wala silang pang counter sa regeneration besides the Ring of Durance na meron si Trevor na 0-5. 0-5.
I don't think so, man. I mean, mas maganda yung Deadly Blade. Yung ganito kasi yung instance eh. Trevor actually has... Wait, mamaya na yun, no? Atik may laban tayo.
Oo nga, may laban nga. 2 putok. Grabe! Nasabay yung Mount Tower dito plus yung ultimate ni Imba DJ. But Drix right now falling low. There's the Black Dragon 4 para sa dito kay paring Rhea. Pero ayun, kinagat. Nasa loob pa siya. Walang pangsagot dito ang side ng BSB as Cignal Ultra just dominating and pummeling them. Pulado dito ang Torre and si Vinsanity ay buhay pa din. Another ultimate coming in from Imba DJ. There's the execute shutdown from Wilson. Is this the best way?
Pwede ilaban to
Pero, full lang. Si kaibigan Chujin dito at nilabas dito mga kaibigan ng mga fidget spinner. Pangalawa pang fidget spinner para kay Ben Sanity. Fidget point coming in. Torre lang pala ang kalaban dito ng side ng Cignal Ultra. Tempest of Blades just to get out. And it doesn't matter even though mag-Way of the Dragon. Unstoppable. Tusok pa din kay Hades. Glorious Pathway coming in but the mission has been done. 3 ang mawawala dito sa side ng Cignal Ultra pero ang kapalit nun ay Torre. Shinbu mukhang kulang talaga ang damage ng Team BSB.
Yes, Tol. I mean, Chujin got killed for that. But it took Drix for him. And there was a good amount of hit that was done by Drix. And hindi pa rin namatay si Chujin simulat kanina. Nung tinalunan niyon ni Ben Sanity. And what I want to mention here is napaka-impact talaga ni Chujin. Yes, may necklace of Durance. Ito yung gusto ko i-point out kanina. May necklace of Durance kay Trevor. But look at Trevor right now. Ni walang glowing wand yan. Passive lamang ng value yung pwede niyang gamitin pang-tick. Ni hindi magic worship. Not even a magic worship, Tol. No? And ang kailangan ng necklace of Durance is continuous damage para tuloy-tuloy yung proc ng anti-heal. Compared to the Deadly Blade, which is an auto-attack based anti-heal, mas laging naka-up yung debuff kay Uranus kung Deadly Blade yung ginamit mo na dito.
So,
and yun, not to mention, binabato lang ni Chujin yung katawan niya sa laro.
Actually, hindi lang ata si Chujin ang nagbabato ng katawan eh. Kahit si Ben Sanity.
Yeah, yes.
Talagang pumapasok lang, may vengeance pa siya dito, kaya talagang nag-a-agree siya na, Chujin, papasok ka, papasok din ako. Like what you've said, Shinbu, ang daling maging confident dito ng side ng Cignal Ultra sa pagpasok. Nakikita natin kanina yung BSB talagang todo gamol doon sa purple buff. Nakailang attempts sila, but with the outplays na ginagawa ng Cignal Ultra, napakahirap, men. Baka umabot pa tayo actually mataas pa din yung damage output ng BSB, pero parang bitin na talaga eh.
Kailangan ng play, kailangan ng napakatindi, kailangan ng mala impacto kung play mula kay Ana. Walang no choice, tol. I mean, they have kind of a decent wave player naman, in a way with YSS tsaka Valier. Pero ito, just to account for the phases ng game natin, guys, we are on the 14 minutes, Luminous Lord na yan, 18 seconds, BSB has a composition that can fight under that Lord.
Kaya pa to eh, kasi pwedeng mag-flank si Chujin dito, no? Again, siya yung naggumagawa ng mga malulupit na plays kanina, and mukhang may plano talaga. Sorry, si Ana pala. And again, mukhang may plano siya. Nandun na yung Lord, pumasok na Oo, dumidepensa na lang ang BSB, pero si Ana nakaabang dito.
Ganun talaga eh, ganun yung play mo eh. Parang yung style din ni Rene J kanina. Pero syempre, nakakaramdam yung Cignal Ultra. Nasaan ngayon si Ana? No? Pero I don't think they know na nasa likod. Ayun, pinakita ni Ana sa kanina.
Lumipad dito ng wings by wings, pero inaatake dito yung Lord, pero na-shutdown siya ni Rhea. Dragon Tail being pop, that is the side coming in from Wilson. Medyo naguluhan na dito ang side ng BSB. Sino ba atakin natin? Si Drix ay pumasok na sa loob. 47 seconds pa the death timer. I think this is it. Dahil si Hades ay tinatapos na ang laro kasama dito. Actually, hindi niya pala kasama ang Lord. Ang
nakuha yung Lord, nakuha ng BSB. Buti na lang, mga kaibigan.
Buti na nga lang kamo. But man, it's still Team Cignal Ultra. Ben Sanity now falling low. Kinsgat! Buti na lang kamo na lasit nila. But again, Chujin way too tanky.
Buti na lang
Oh my, Cignal Ultra, this is it. Game number 1. Nahirapan dito ang BSB. Another knock-off Chujin with the fidget spinners. Of course, Ionic Blades. Let's go. This is it. Cignal Ultra, kalmadong sistema, taking victory and taking game number 1.
Gusto talaga tapusin ni Hades kanina. He was leading the base even if wala pa yung minion. Like, an inch, no, bago dumating yung minion because he does know na wala na talaga, tapos na talaga. But yeah, for that part, I feel like itemizations talaga yun. I feel like may point talaga, may biglang spike talaga ang Uranus, no? On how he impacts the game and that invested heavily on Eugene. Ana was really good on the show, no? Pero pag talagang nagsisimula na tumulak yung mga attacks, nagiging awkward na yung flanks mo. Flanks and skirmishes and choke pickups are actually good in the early game lamang. Pero once we move to the mid game and onto the late game, where the enemy team starts converging, ang hirap na, di ka na binibigyan ng chance sa makapila para sa ayuda.
Parang yung ayuda, maaga kang nagising, maaga kang pumila, pero parang wala kayong objective na nakuha eh. Kasi even though nakukuha nyo, na-cut off na kayo eh. Parang even though nakukuha nyo, sige, nakaka-shutdown kayo, pero what's the next plan? I think isa yon sa mga gusto rin nating makita pa for Team BSB. What's the next plan after the invade? I think, Shinbu, mas marami tayong maiintindihan sa game na yon. Siyempre, kasama natin ang ating resident analyst na si Wolf. Ayan, ano nga ba ang mga nangyari?
Are you game to be great? Now you can with the new Smart Giga Games 99. Get 1 gig data all day, every day for Mobile Legends and more. Game to be great with Smart Giga Games 99.
When uncertainty is our reality, we rise above with the things that matter. Gigify happiness. Gigify love. Gigify friendship. Gigify dreams. Gigify hope. With smart Giga music, video, games, work, and stories, we let our passions run free in the new world we face together. Smart. Live Giga.
Welcome back to the MPL Season 6, back in action para sa analysis ng Game 1 ng Cignal Ultra vs BSB. My name is Wolf, your resident analyst, and let's break down that interesting game that happened between BSB and Cignal Ultra. All honesty, BSB, okay naman yung draft nila. It wasn't an out draft at all from Cignal Ultra whatnot. In fact, if you look at the lineup of BSB, they have great answers versus Ling and even versus the Yuzong. At agad rin ang kanilang mixture. And can honestly say na pwede talaga nilang i-propel into the late game itong ating Yisun Shin. Can happen for a little bit of time, but Cignal Ultra, ano nga ba yung ginawa nilang tama? What did they do to defeat BSB? First is yung kanilang mask setup. If you're looking at BSB, going for a 2-mask setup on Cap 1 as well as Trevor, hindi nila sabay kinuha. It's one after the other. But if you compare it with Cignal, they only put one on Bensanity, our Baksha. As a result, hindi to full hyper carry funnel na play para kay Hades. In fact, nabigyan nila ng counting farm dito si Imba DJ through it came to a point where lamang si Imba DJ ng 1,000 gold over Cap 1 and Trevor, which helped him have this Clock of Destiny. Meron siya agad full item compared to Cap 1, the Hylos, as well as this Valir na wala pa. And during that moment, makita natin yung teamfight prowess na additional mula sa Imba DJ with this Farsa. Couple that with the fact na meron silang Yuzhong, Baksha, and Ling. Very good when it comes to early teamfights. Then Uranus was definitely a big problem for BSB for the longest time. In fact, yung damage output dito ng BSB, kitang-kita natin na kinulang even when they had the Valier and the Yisun Shin going up against the Uranus. Why? Because they opted for a 2-mask setup, which kind of disallowed the supports to have good amount of farm against other members of Cignal. Is it actually the only reason why they won? Absolutely not. Isang bagay din na masasabi kong maganda para sa Cignal is the way they handle loss of Skirm. Kung ano natalo sila sa Clash, the way they handle it is good. Look at the Lord's Lane, at the Turtle's Lane. Hindi laging nasa side ng Cignal because of the fact na nanako ng BSB. Pero yung other objectives na na-secure ng Cignal Ultra while they are teamfighting against BSB is good. Okay, so unang-una, ang masabi kong magandang way para sa Cignal Ultra is hinabol ni Ana doon sa unang-unang clash. Eto, si Imba DJ, correct na rin natin smart highlights of the game. Yes, napatay si Imba DJ. By the way, that's the only death of Imba DJ for about 10 minutes or even more. But the exchange is Ana, which is a core. And then BSB, they actually will win several teamfights thereafter. Sila yung mananalo sa mga susunod teamfights. And Cignal Ultra, this is the particular clash that we're talking about. Cignal Ultra are, after this, nag-flip sila ng switch na sabi nila, okay, hindi yata okay na lumaban sa moment na to dahil nararamdaman natin na malakas yung BSB, particularly around the purple buff. So Cignal Ultra just opted to go for big objectives like the turrets, like the turtles, and they take the fight when they know that they can. Lalong-lalo na yung pag-peel nila sa Yisun Shin. Uranus actually did a good job doing that. Afterwards, since Cignal Ultra nag-focus na sila sa pag-take ng objectives, na-force nila yung BSB to take team fights na hindi sila ready. And this is really because of the positioning din ni Imba DJ and other supports. The fact that they are able to get to the backlines, get those squishy heroes from BSB before the tanks para mas maganda yung damage output, that's also good. And afterwards, Cignal Ultra, tamang mga laban na lang yung kanila mga pinipili laban sa BSB. The Lord fight was interesting because it really was Cignal Ultra's Lord to take. Talagang free na. All things considered, BSB did a good job here contesting the Lord. However, they weren't prepared for the fight afterwards. Natalo sila even after getting the Lord. And eventually, they have lost control of the map. And it's interesting because they had the Yisun Shin na maganda sa late game. Then again, if you have a Yuzhong, Uranus sa side lanes, wala ka rin mapapatay as the Yisun Shin. If you have a Yuzhong and a Uranus, diba? Na maganda at solid yung farm doon sa may side lanes, dito na natin masasabi na talagang kukulangin ka ng damage as the Yi Sun-Shin. Look at the Queen's Wings. Look at the itemization, di ba? Parang yung impact sa laban talaga ni Rhea as the Yuzhong as well as the Uranus ni Shujin is incredibly high. Yung Ling niya parang cherry on top na lang at the end because of the sustain na nagawa nila dun sa late game. Late game, makita natin yung Yi Sun-Shin kapos na kapos sa damage compared to what the Cignal Ultra's composition can dish out. And by the way, gusto ko lang bigyan ng malapit na shoutout si Midnight na lagi namin pinag-uusapan to, yung the W na combination na sobrang lakas sa meta natin, the Yuzhong plus Uranus. We always joke about it. Ito yung pinaka malakas na lineup at least in the past month when we were trying it sa pubs. Pinakamalakas sa duo, Yuzhong Uranus, W equals win. Nakita niyo yung progression, but it's no joke kasi napakaganda nga naman ng pinapakita sa silence if you get the farm, if you know when to fight, if you use it correctly, almost automatic mananalo kayo. Para kayo para na kinakakuha ng giveaway bonus code out of nowhere. Ganon kadali manalo if you go for the Yuzhong Uranus combo. Let's actually think about how BSB will answer that. Maybe they can ban out or the other. Tapos kuha sila ng either carry or Valier or something that can dish out damage even through the resistance of both of these heroes. Maybe that's something that they need to answer. But we'll see. Tingnan natin kung anong gagawin ngayon ng BSB adjustment. Daman Cignal Ultras. We head to game number 2. Casters, back to you guys.
Kaibigang Wolf, at may natutunan tayong bagong term. Ang double U combination. Ang UU. Yuzhong.
Akala ko double U equals Wolf, no? Kasi naman. Best na best.
Pero nagme-make sense ang sinabi niya, no? Ikaw din na nagsabi nito, Shin. Ang hirap sagutin ng side lanes ngayon. No? Even though meron kang Yi Sun-Shin, I think nag-make sense na binibigay ang Yi Sun-Shin sa first pick kahit kayo yung bedside, no? Parang yun din yung opening nila yung Uranus, and ikaw yung nagsabi nito, kailangan nila ng anti-regen, and mukhang hindi yun nangyari sa part ng BSB. Ang interesting dito ngayon na magiging adjustment nila. Ano yon, Shin? Kailangan na bang iban ang Yuzhong Uranus?
Yuzhong Uranus kind of, hindi na pocket pick, no? Parang agree talaga, Wolf. May pagka-cheat. Kasi nung masok yung Yuzhong, is a very, very formidable fighter. No? Able to show up lots of damage to multi-targets. And you know what Uranus is doing. This leaves to you to having a very, very strong side lanes 1-1, diba? On the card. Spot na pwede parehas mag-establish pressure. And ang perfect kasi ang one comp, yung isa na off-lane, nag-stay lang sa lane niya, sa Uranus, diba? Isa sa mga heroes na grabe mag-establish ng pressure. Whereas yung isa naman na one, sumasali sa laban. Yuzhong, nakakarating, tsala. Talaga, hindi basta novelty pick lang, talagang yung kit nila, pasok talaga. Pero may obvious counters sa kanila. For example, you could just pick up the attacks, punish them both. Ang dali nila ma-set-upan sa mid-game. Again, Uranus really suffers from Esmeralda, that's why. And another technique is, tapatan mo yung Yuzhong ng tulad ng Hilda or mga lane bully, ganon. Diba? Parang yung tapatan, ganon.
Kaso Shinbu, binan mismo nung Cignal Ultra yon, yung Esmeralda, no? Trinidict mo pa, sige, banan natin yung Esmeralda para wala tayong pang-counter. But nonetheless, let's see kung ano ang na-prepare ng BSB as an adjustment. This time, binan nila yung Yi Sun-Shin. They don't want to deal with the Vision. Open na naman ang Uranus for the first pick na pwedeng gawin ng Cignal Ultra or, binan, actually. So, Yuzhong, probably?
They can go for the Yuzhong if you want to hide, if they want to, but they can prioritize Loyi. Yuzhong, okay. They're gonna go for Yuzhong. Let's see here if BS will already look na naka-open yung Loyi para sa side dito ng Cignal Ultra. Again, ang dami namang pool na meron si DJ dito. Wala nang Yi Sun-Shin, no? Wala nang YSS. And Ling delay of para Cignal, or maybe it's BSB's turn na umagaw na lang agad ng Ling. Go back to basics like a few weeks atras.
Pero
sila kaagad kanilang dito, hyper carry, which is a Roger. Which I think Cignal Ultra doesn't mind.
Oo nga eh. I think mas okay din ang Roger dito to probably get close to the Yuzong. Pero kasi gusto ng Yuzong na lumalapit ka eh. No? Yan yung mga gusto niyang kalaban eh. Yuzong. Nag-agree dito. Kailangan nila dito, I think, ng laban sa tempo. And I think okay to. Sustain on the side lane and isang funnel hyper carry na Roger. So, mataas na naman yung fighting capability dito ng side ng BSB. Shin, papasok na tayo sa second round ng picks and bans. Cignal Ultra not yet revealing anything on their lineup. Safe lang yung Yuzong pick nila. This won them. Pero sa tingin ko, okay na yung AMS. Kahit papano may sagot. Kahit papano may damage.
Yeah. Pero feel na pinipili ng BSB yung gusto talaga nila piliin. Kasi ang daming options pa. And ba't pinalos yung Kufra dito? And look that. Now this is where things shake up para sa Cignal Ultra because they have the Yuzong and they're also going for the Khalid. No, so side lanes na rin na naman to. Ang tanong lang, who will be the off lane between the two? Who will be joining the fight? It's probably that the Yuzong is the one staying on the off lane and Khalid will be participating kasi napaka-disruptive ng kits ng Khalid yan, di ba?
Yeah. So, ang taas dito ng pag-disengage and pag-initiate ng side ng Cignal Ultra on the Khalid and on the Yuzong. Shinbu, Balir na naman. I think ang Balir ng side ng BSB kanina, I think that was Cap 1. I'm not really, nakalimutan ko, pero we will see that later. Ang daling target para dito sa Kufra and sa Yuzong. BSB now revealing their combo. So a Cignal Ultra. That is, again, the Esmeralda ban para dito sa Sig. Men, pabor ka ba sa Khalid? Nalaro mo na ba to? Hindi maganda yung yung medyo opening natin yesterday on the Khalid pick eh. No?
Yes, hindi nanalo, but in performance okay. Like on the Khalid, he was really disruptive. I cannot but feel lang na parang kulang yung execute kill ni Khalid dito. But he has been very disruptive. And Cignal Ult hasn't yet shown their laban na pala yung Farsa, hasn't yet shown one of their supports pa and also their main carry dito, which might be another Ling, no? But ayun, ang problem lang dito parang lahat na sila mababa ka maging melee. Pero Khalid is good. Khalid is actually a good pick. I'm not sure about for this case, pero it's totally understandable if he's getting some shine or some light here in the MPL. Ayun, low yun na nga.
So, men, ang dami kasi ditong pan-disrupt ng Cignal Ultra, no? Ang dami nilang, like what you've said, ang ganda ng kits, may mga AOE, may Kufra ka pa, parang combo nga sila ni Kufra kasi pareha silang elemento ng bukangin. Pero, sabi dito ng BSB, sandali lang, Manjin and Shinbu, Balmond execute last pick to deal with the Yuzong pick. Men, anong tingin mo dito? Tatanungin na kita ngayon with the draft. Parang
for this draft?
Not really sure eh. Parang pili ko Cignal Ultra pa din eh.
In terms of execution din sa kanina, again, ito na naman, parang I'm frowning na naman on the high loss, no? Ang kanina naman Dallas because this time with this melee comps mas mag-struggle yung high loss. Like okay lang banatan mo yung high loss. No need to force your way in touching the valley for the backline. And if you really want to touch the valley or the backline, you got low. Teleport, no? Pag ito na teleport, huli ka, Benji. Di mo, gangster na gangster, men.
Khalid eh. Nakaganon pa eh.
Diba?
Oo nga eh. Actually, ang ganda na pinoint out mo dito yung reach na meron ang Cignal Ultra, no? Yung Khalid mabilis rumesponde, sasakay sa kanyang sand. Si Kufra plus yung Luyi, ang daming setups ng Cignal Ultra. Meanwhile, yung BSB parang single target yung kanilang damage output dito, no? So in terms of pick-offs, siguro BSB. Pero kapag team fight na nakita natin kanina, I'm putting it to Cignal Ultra. So ladies and gents, we are now coming in to game number 2. Cignal Ultra with a beautiful start sa kanilang debut dito sa MPL. Let's see kung anong prepare ng BSB. This is a Hylos and Valir old school lineup tayo dito. Shinbu as Drix ata ay nagkakaroon ng problems. Okay.
Let's see what will be the decision coming in mula dito sa ating league operations, mga kaibigan. But clearly movements are not coming in, no active movements are coming in mula dito sa side ng BSB. We will know kung ano yung i-grant sa kanila if a remake will be granted for them. Nakadepende naman kasi yan kung ano yung nilayout na case ng ng mga players natin.
Mukhang RM, I think technology na naman ang nadali dito. Pero yeah, man, dahil sa nangyari na to, Roger right now, I think parang isa siyang flavor na carry para sa iyong team, no? Maganda ang kit, maganda ang damage, pero I think pag bitin yung damage mo at pumasok ka sa isang team fight, nag-bounce ka, no? Pwedeng ikaw pa yung mabaliktad kasi wala ka ng ibang no choice Pwede kang mag human form out, tapos no normal, pero ano na yung next kit mo? I think yun yung magiging dilemma ng Yuzong pick dito. Ng Roger pick dito. Ang taas ng kits, pero ang daming pang control ng side ng Cignal Ultra ngayon, pare ko.
Yes, and hindi nga lang yung Roger, lalo na pag parang inawin na pamali na nag-wolf form, tapos lumapit. Because within the melee range, napaka-threatening nung sa Cignal Ultra. What I want to find out is the novelty of the Balmond. I've seen the Balmond become successful, but not here in PH, no? So, parang alam ko gumagana yung Balmond. Hindi ko lang alam kung ano yung pakadala sa kanya ng mga pro players natin, 'di ba? Nakita mo ba yung mga spells kanina? Emblems?
Hindi ko nakita, pero as we're going into the RM, yung Balmond nagme-make sense sa akin din. Kasi you really need to counter the Yuzong Hindi yun naging problem nila kanina, di ba? Na wala tayong malupit na side lane. Kailangan natin ng execute.
If I'm saying the Hylos will struggle from the melee comps dito ng Cignal Ultra, again, melee rin lang. Everyone will be within the range of the cyclone sweep of Balmond.
Oo.
Bayan mo
Oo nga Let's see. I think parehas tayo nag-agree na ang fundamental at ang lupit ng system dito ng side ng Cignal Ultra sa kanilang lineup. Ang dami nilang damage output. We're not really sure what happened, guys. Kalma lang kayo sa mga seats ninyo. For sure, I think it's going to be remake at same pick para dito sa dalawang teams. Oo.
Gakapunan na kayo. Ayan.
Dahil mainit ang lahat ng games.
Magano na kayo, food trip na kayo. Take this time to actually, get into your ref, Ask for some water. And of course, kung may makakilala kayo, mga ka-squads nyo, mga tropa at katrabaho, kapamilya ninyo, na naglalaro ng Mobile Legends, let them know that the MPL PH Season 6 is now live. Guys, ikalawang araw pa lang to ng ating 65 days na broadcast.
Ang haba pa ng tournament. And again, it's just the 3-man ban pa lang. Hindi pa tayo umaabot sa point na meron tayong 5-man ban. And then, ako excited na ako dyan sa 5-man ban na yan. Ikaw, gaano ka ba ka-excited dyan? Kasi matagal na natin hinihiling yan
Gusto ko rin makita yung 5-man ban kasi feeling ko, gaya ng sinabi nga rin ni Wolf, things will shake up maybe in favor of Blacklist International kapag dumating yung 5-man ban. And really parang hindi ka na pwedeng mag-stricto doon sa meta. There is a heavy demand for the teams to keep on studying and keep on studying. A team with a very high pool will really flourish in the 5-man ban.
And mukhang nakita na natin yun kanina, no?
Sorry to pala. Check to add, guys, ang 5-man ban hindi lang basta 5-man ban. Yung ban ng kalaban, affected din po kayo. So, yung ban ng kalaban, yung ban din ninyo, affected din kayo. Kasi that's literally 10 heroes that will not be allowed to be used in a game. Per game instance, ang laki pong kawalan nun. We only have 3 tanks right now. Nagugulat tayo pag napipila ang Lolita. Still have doubts on the Hylos. It falls between Atlas, Kufra, and Uranus. No? Ang pinakamalaking pool ngayon for the meta would be the fighter position. No, marami mga fighter and side natin. Actually, konti na rin yung carry natin kasi naging obsolete na yung picks na katulad ng carry, no?
Yes.
Question kay Cyclops, ewan ko, minsan napipili pa si Bruno. Harit might have a higher chance pa nga of getting pick compared to the carry.
Totoo. Actually, Kuya Shin, nag-agree ako sa lahat kasi yung carry department, kapag kinover mo yung carry sa game, ang onte And, parang mababasa mo rin kung sinong mga carries ang pwedeng piliin dito ng mga teams. Huge yung naging patch ng carries para sa season na to right now, especially on the Claude, on the on the Ling na alam mo yun, may mga may mga change pa rin na ginawa ang game ng MLBB. Of course, nakaabang sila dyan sa mga laging ginagamit din sa pubs and laging ginagamit sa rank games, no? And with these changes, alam mo yon, mas magiging interesting yung laban at nakita na nga natin yon kanina. I hope na makakita pa tayo na maraming ganon. Ladies and gentlemen, magkakaroon po tayo ng remake again for game number 2 ng Cignal Ultra versus BSB. Huwag kayong maglilipat ng channel dahil magbabalik po sa internet dahil magbabalik po ang MPL Season 6.
Game over. But the Philippines' fastest mobile data network means game changing. Choose the network that gives you what you truly enjoy. How do you know about this Giga Life? Simple and smart ako.
When uncertainty is our reality, we rise above with the things that matter. Gigafy happiness. Gigafy love. Gigafy friendship. Gigafy dreams. Gigafy hope. With smart Giga music, video, games, work, and stories, we let our passions run free in the new world we face together. Smart, live Giga.
Smartphone, dare to leap.
Watch me, feel me.
Be smarter. Real me, dare to leap.
You've got me on the edge.
Legit, right? Not quite. Just like your disposable razor. It's time you switch your disposable razor for your legit first shave, so you can be every bit legit. Gillette Mac 3.
For a closer shave, less irritation, switch
to Gillette Mac 3.
hindi kayo naglipat ng channel kasi ang bilis lang ng ating break. Nagkaroon tayo, ladies and gents, ng remake for game number 2 of Cignal Ultra versus BSB. Horns Up versus Laban Ultra. Shinbu back to the lineup. Parehas tayo nag-agree na para sa atin lamang Cignal Ultra dito. Yung pick pa lang, no? Parang but this time nagkaroon ng bagong flavor ang BSB, and I think one thing na kailangan nila i-adjust is to be, alam mo yun, parang careful on their invades, no? Nakuha sila naman kills pero nasa objective parang biglang nawala. Sa tingin mo, ano pa kaya yung mga, like, ano ba yung certain na mindset kapag ganon, when you're going to invade, going to, alam mo yun, going to team fight? Parang ang daming nasayang ng BSB kanina eh.
Yeah, it's the same mindset. There are two mindsets when you go for an invade. The first is how you counter, how you get countered on the invade. You always assume that the enemy will react when you invade. And what cost? Ano yung cost? That is always a risky one, no? Pero what cost? Merong mga matatalinong player na when they get invade, ang isa sa mga response is iti-trade lang nila. So, what you want to do is, when you're accounting for the cost, hanggang gaano ka lang mag-i-invade? Gaano mo kabilis gawin yung invade, no? At kung mag-respond sila, gaano ka magko-commit? Kasi for example, nag-respond sila. Nanalo kayo, siguro with a 1-kill lead on that invade. Pero may ibang mga teams na iti-trade kagad yun. Paano kung tinade sa torre? So parang ano din, di ba? Parang wala din.
Parang wala din. Parang masayang yung puhunan.
One is the response to your invade. The short-term response, yung mga malalapit kung paano gagawin yung laban ng invade. And the other one is the cost for it. With accounting in accordance to time. Meron lamang, parang pag nag-i-invade ka talaga, meron lang time limit yon. Pag sumobra ka doon, magugulat ka, may kapalit, magugulat ka, may nag-i-split push na sa inyo. Things like that. And also, yung strength of composition in itself, di ba?
Oo nga eh. This time, they have a Roger na right now. And one strength ng Roger dito, pwede siya mag-sneaky eh. Mag-sneaky steal. No?
Pero napapansin kanina sa BSB, Ana was really good on the show. Like, Hyper, di ba? As side lane to, hindi nga off lane. He was really participating into the fights. He was really kicking the hell out of Imba DJ. Pero I cannot but feel na he was doing that play solo. If you compare it to NXP, whenever this like hyper carry or like mga ankle breaker plays Renegade, may follow up yung NXP, di ba? May follow up lagi yung NXP eh. And ayun, I can but feel na maybe kailangan i-communicate properly ni BSB whenever they do this kind of plays, whenever like Ana tries to be really hyper and tries to be very solo play. Ana right now, holding at tops. Maximum uptime to para sa tops. Mas may sense na, madali baka pa ng tops kaysa sa show kanina.
Yes, anyway, Kuya Shinbu, let's see kung gagawin pa rin ni Ana ang playstyle na ganyan dahil mukhang siya ngayon na nandoon sa side lane. So kung nagkakaroon ng maliitang skirmishes dito sa bandang gitna as Cap 1 will pop dalawang punishment habang nandyan nagugulo din si Chujin sa kanyang mga sites dito, the sand sites. Team Cignal Ultra right now, sinagot dito yung wave clear na gusto nilang gawin, but BSB, wow, now preparing for the purple take. Meanwhile, there is the wolf bounce coming in, so may baby bouncing ball. Magkakaroon tayo ng pause. Shinbu, mukhang BSB ngayon akuha ng gusto nilang tempo. May response kayang gagawin ang Cignal Ultra dito.
Yeah, actually, gusto ko sana makita agad kung sino nakakuha ng buff because that is very, very important. And I think, may invade talaga nangyayari doon. So, sa fight na yun, napaka-decisive na kaagad. You can actually see the power kaagad din nung Khalid. And sa mga about the Khalid is yung kawalan na naman ng mana, another hero na wala na naman mana.
Hindi mo kailangan mag-Azuri Blade agad mag-endless battle.
Para sa I cannot really think na bakit ang gawa ng mga heroes na walang mana. Although yes, they are fun. Hindi mo kailangan i-micromanage yung mana, pero parang ano ba ito dahil hindi ba pwede mabalance? Mas madali i-balance yung walang mana kasi pang fine-tune yung mana eh, di ba? Restricted limitations yun sa isang hero eh. So siguro parang dinisregard ng but ayun, kasi ng mga non-mana based na heroes, di ba? Kasi pag your spell.
Speaking of non-mana based na hero, si Ana ay non-mana based din. Kanina nung So, now, yung TAMS niya ngayon ay nagtatry ng invade. Ang layo actually ng Cignal Ultra dito para sa sagot Parang nagpaunahan sila ng wave clear Kasi again, importante ang unang wave clear. Ayan, lalo na sa mid lane. Kasi pauna sa Litos yan Oo, nagkaagawan.
Naagaw ni Drixtol. And it was denied against Hades. That is big para sa side dito ng BSB.
At saan pumapasok yung
Say ASUS starts with create.
Pag yung dito, they're poised to actually take a fight. Maybe convert to
the waves in the top lane. Mukhang nag-aabang pa dito si Imba, DJ, Drix. There you go. Pinap niya na yung kanyang 6 cents. Mukhang nakita niya si Imba dito. Meanwhile, in the bottom side naman, Shin, Wilson. Sakto, nakapang-basketball pa siya. Nakapang-basketball pa siya. Pero
yung ginagawa ng pinapamalas sa mentality para ma-corner si Wilson dito. And there is a reward. Nakuha si Ana.
Nakuha nga bigla si Ana dito as Cap 1 still with the low punishment. Nandito si Demon Flicker in wow, Torres pabalik. Iba DJ Pulado as that is the proc of the Rising Fireball. Unti-unti nakakuha ang BSB dito ng kalamangan sa top lane pero may onting control pa rin. Ang Cignal Ultra dito sa baba, Rhea, siyang kumakat instead na si Wilson.
Actually, yung isa sa mga nagkakarakterize sa PSP, even back at Season 5, may liklaban talaga itong team na to, pumalag, kumbaga. Pero sa control sila Doon sila nadadali, in a sense na parang understanding ng scaling ng kanilang composition, kahit talaga yung parang deal breakers, hindi. But with this kind of aggression, maybe it will pay. Kasi again, nahihila nila yung Hayabusa ng kabila.
Nahihila at mukhang magkakahilaan dito sa bandang gitna dahil lumabas na ang Black Dragon form. Bursting Fireball coming in, Lord Punishment. Napaka-counter ko ng diversion. Actually, dispersion pala from Imba DJ controlling everyone. Pero sabi dito ni Paring, ako din. Kaya ko kumangkot with the Wolf Pounds. Imba DJ running for his life. Pero ayun, double kill mula kay Drix. Napaganda positioning sa BSB, kaibigang Shin.
And that is a very heavy miscalculation na yata dito para sa side ng Cignal Ultra. They're an all millicom, tol. They're an all millicom. And you can actually see kung paano kinakapitalize ni Trevo. 2-0 to on that KDA. Lahat itatamaan Tapos hindi naman aaray yung kahit Kufra, umaaray sa Valir
Mukhang hindi na nga umaaray din si Wilson dito ng kakaunti sa nangyayaring laban But meanwhile, it is still Rhea controlling the bottom side. Pero before we talk about that, let's look at that replay. There you go. Ben, Drix dito, free hit Ang ganda.
And ang rewarding lang, makikita mo yung pagka-minimal damage ni Hades like, not enough to even be a heavy threat onto Trevor. I'm not so sure kung saan binato ni saan binato ni
Hades
yung kanyang Ugi Shadow Kill. Kasi touch masyado din yung Valor dito. Maybe ginamit niya lang siguro para mag-face out shot, hindi siya matarget ng spell. Probably use it defensively.
Siguro, ang mahirap din kasi dito, yung setup doon na nagawa ng side ng Cignal Ultra not in sync. And again, ang ganda na naging farm ni Drix. Napag-usapan natin to kanina. Pag nabigyan mo yung Roger, parang link din yan Nabigyan mo yung Roger ng umpisang farm at nabigyan mo ng damage, kakalmutin ka kasi easy access siya sa'yo Dali lang gamitin mag-wolf form ka lang kasi swipe mo lang tapos kung sino yung nasa harap mo, easy access. At kapag lamang ang damage, pwede kang mapatay. May pang nakuwang meron pa nakuwang turtle shield ang si Drix dito, so more confidence on his side. Ito na kaya
they need to start stalling actually as early as now. They need to start stalling as early as now. I cannot but feel na kulang pa yung item ng ating Hayabusa. They need to start waiting out for positional mistakes dito ng BSB because I think parang hindi posible mangyari yon mula sa side ng BSB and they can quickly capitalize on that. I've seen Cignal Ultra play from behind heavily. You know,
nga
even against the Archangel, di ba, during that qualifiers, it was a totally one-sided game. Tapos isang ult lang. DJ, you were able to snap out a very nice position against the flank ng kalaban nila. And that's where this kind of ultimate shines. Ang inaalala ko lang talaga is napapanish ngayon yung offlane nila, yung side lanes nila, even the Hayabusa, Farrell. I cannot but feel na baka mas impacting pa sana si Hayes kung naging Lancelot.
Hey, no, mas grabe yung tempo.
Oo.
Mas grabe yung tempo. But mind you, still the Hayabusa is a threat to the Valir.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Hindi undoubtedly mambot pa din. I'm interested kasi dito sa bottom side eh. Parang kanina, parang nung game 1, lumalamang din sa kuha ng objectives itong side ng BSB. But then again, on the macro perspective, Shinbu, 'di ba? Parang nangyayari ulit kasi on the bottom side, Rhea is doing fine. And like what you've said, kailangan lang ni Rhea ng magandang flank. Parang kanina. And ngayon na okay yung farm niya, posibleng mangyari din yung gano'n. Lalo na't Yuzong siya, no? Lalo na't Yuzong siya this time na gustong tabi-tabi yung mga kalaban. We are now coming into the mid game ng ating laro. Men, yung Dabun sa pick this time, hindi siya magandang spot. Pero parang hindi pa